Uh-huh. Yeah. It's Prov. Yeah. Read my mind, baby, can you see the times? I want you to be my wife, baby, please don't waste my time. I got too much work to do, I just wanna be sure of you. We ain't got no perfect views, but what works for me would work for you. Tell me, would you work for me? Serve God like you serving me. Yes, I'll lead you with certainty, provide for you eternally. To protect you, I'll get out and cock that grip. Bullets take off like a rocket ship, need you passenger side of my cockpit. Rising above this nonsense, we ain't got no sense of time. Lose yourself inside of mine, introspective or collected. Girl, I could be your prized possession.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to the Stride Podcast. Appreciate y'all joining in with your boy on the last Monday stream of the year. Clap it up for you guys for being early, man. This is going to be a good stream. This is going to be an amazing stream. It's going to be an amazing stream. There we go. Go ahead and clap it up. Cut the background music on. Of course, to set the vibe, you know we got to have Nami song going. Like, obviously, if you've been here for any amount of time, you already know that is a requirement. But anyway, what's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all being here. This has been a year, and this is going to be probably one of the chillest streams that you'll see off of this channel. We are going to be, well, first off, we're going to be reacting to the predictions list that me and Nika did at the beginning of the year. And I think you'll find it very interesting because we did a ton of categories, and I'm not going to lie to you, we were wrong on almost everything. But there were some things that we were right on, which we didn't even expect to happen this year. So I'm going to make sure that we pull that up and we react to it as well. I have some other stuff planned as well, depending on if we actually get to it. But I know I do want to react to as well with the gang a couple of the clips that we put out this year from the podcast. Some of the more popular ones. I want to react to those and get the person who is highlighted in that clip to actually say what they think, if they have changed their mind on some of their opinions and so on and so forth. Either way, now that we are off all of the quick housekeeping, I want to say welcome to the Stride Podcast. If you're new here, every Monday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are here talking One Piece in some way, shape, or form. This is your escape from the regular, monotonous, day-to-day life that you may live, and you can come here and nerd out, and exclusively with One Piece. So why not? That's probably the best thing to do. If you like One Piece, you want to talk about it. So either way, we're here. And let me say what's up to everybody that's in the chat. I see that there is a lot of you already. Strawberry's in the building. Strawberry says, where is everyone? Oh, we're here now. Oh, you were here at 7:35. Wow. Shout out to you. Zah says, who's that guy on the right? Yeah. You made it into the thumbnail today, man. Shout out to you, Mr. Zah. Trip in the building. I wish all of y'all a happy new year. 2026 will be yours. It will be. There's a lot of stuff planned. It's going to be a great year. I'm really looking forward to it. She said, I don't know who the guy on the right is. Even Rhea Surprise is crazy. He looks like a Shanks fan. Wow. Okay. Yes, they're starting early, bro. My boy Fuji in the building. He says, hi, everyone. What's going on, Fuji? Wayne's in the building. Shout out to Wayne. He says, yer. What's going on, Mr. Wayne? How are you, fam? Which, by the way, they still don't know that you're like my actual brother. Like, Nika just found that out this week. So, very interesting. I was talking to him like, yeah, Wayne's down here and, our parents are married. He's like, whoa. Huh? Like, what do you mean? You don't know that? Like, I thought that was like canon lore that we all knew at this point. But apparently not. So yes, Wayne is my relative, for those who do not know that at this point. He said he had to catch up in the manga before showing up, which he did. Shout out to you. He says Shanks. Yeah. Oda's cooking. Oda cooked with Shanks, man. Oda cooked with Shanks. As far as hold on, let me turn the music down a little bit. There we go. As far as this whole arm thing and him potentially tying that back to like chapter 1, Oda, this is insane. It's freaking insane. We're gonna have to talk about Shanks. Absolutely. Foolie in the building. What's going on, Foolie? He said, "Oh snap, we all here. We are." Oh, you're Liberian. I was about to say librarian, and that's not right. You're Liberian. I always wondered what exactly you were. Okay, cool. Foolie's on the way home. Cool. You need this as a ringtone. Okay. Pats are AFC East champs. You are. Y'all shouldn't have beaten us, but that's okay because I see you dropped the comment. We're 14-0 over the Rams, and that's okay with me because they're supposed to be the best team in the NFC. So if we beat them, even if we don't go to the playoffs, I'm cool. And if we skunk them, we're good. We're good. Alex says, "Long live King Harold and Queen Estrid." Oh, man. Hi to you too, Alex. I know that's how you say hi, so hello. He says, if you bring up football tonight, you're a Shanks fan. Wow. What is happening in the comments? Eagles repeating. Repeating what? You're not talking about the super D duper? You're not talking about that bowl. You're talking about a different bowl. Got it. Strut LP says, "Yo, what's going on, Strut? I don't recognize your name, so shout out to you for tapping in." Dizzy is back. Dizzy, what's up? Long time no see, Dizzy. Nika in the building says, "Yo, what's up, Nika? How are you, my friend?" Jamon, yes, sir. Okay. Oh, yes, yeah. How's your car? Okay, yep. Okay, cool. Okay. Do we not pay attention to the lore of each other? In fairness, Strawberry, I think that the last time I said that was before Nika had gotten on the stream regularly. So I'm not gonna. Hey, I think it's okay. I don't think I've mentioned that for a while, so it's no big deal. Either way, guys, a lot of stuff to react to, a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'm just happy. This podcast has grown a lot over this year, and I think I can say, yeah, still to this day, in a year and a half, I've only missed one Monday. And the Monday that I missed, it was because I was in Vegas and I was at the One Piece Cafe. I have only missed one Monday. So, yes, it's been a long year. It's been a great year, but a lot of stuff is planned for next year. And I will tell you, the Stry Podcast will have to host at least one panel at an anime convention this upcoming year. At least one. And it might be sooner than we think. It might be happening in the first quarter of 2026. So, yes, a lot of stuff is happening. And I'm trying to not spill all the beans right now. But thank you to you guys for tapping in. Okay, enough talking. Dizzy says, like the stream. Yes, listen to Dizzy and like the stream. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, hit that, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Please and thank you to everybody. And okay, let me go ahead and get this cute. I'm gonna see if I can get. Oh, perfect. No, this is actually perfect. Okay, let me do this. And hold on one second. Okay. So, so what we did, and let me know. Actually, I'll do this because I don't know if y'all can even see that. There we go. That might be a little small, but it's okay. So, what we did at the beginning of this year, me and Nika had jumped on. Which, by the way, if you want just it's a very funny stream now to go back and look at. It's a super funny stream to go back and look at now because the way we thought Elbaf was going to go, totally different. Mind you, the last chapter of last year was 1134, And that was literally when the Holy Knights had just hit the throne room. And we didn't know who was who. We saw a guy who looked like Shanks, and we saw another person with two colored eyes. That's all we knew at the moment. So keep that in mind as we're talking about what we chose on this prediction list. We were kind of off, but it's okay because we didn't have that much information. So we did what we think 100% would be happening this year, 75%, 50%, 25%, and then the 0% was gonna happen at some point, but just not this year. Okay. So let me see if I can zoom in because y'all really need to see my face on this. And of course I cannot. Hold on. That's okay. I think y'all can see that. So here on the board, this is what we have. We have at 100%. Oh yeah, y'all could definitely see that. We have at 100% that we will fully understand Loki's character by the end of 2025, which we're getting close. Technically, 1170 dropped, which I haven't read it. It's not officially out. So please no spoils in the chat because Viz has not officially dropped it yet. But from what I'm hearing, we're going to learn a lot more about Loki. But even in that chapter, we don't learn everything. So we did somewhat kind of strike out on that prediction, which kind of sucks. The next one is Sabo shows off his skills against a competent character. That's what we also had at 100%. We can obviously say it didn't happen. Granted, we didn't get a whole lot of everything outside of there, but I will say there's a high possibility that Sabo is in the Holy Land right now causing a blaze because we know that Shamrock just got called back. So maybe Sabo and Dragon are at the Holy Land right now. So maybe that's beginning of 2026. Maybe we actually get to see that actually come to fruition. Let's see. We also have Fuji turns on the government at 100%. We didn't get anything for Fuji this year. Dragon makes a significant move. Now hear me out. At 100%, we had Dragon makes a significant move. Hear me out. Dragon did make a significant move. Now, I know the people out there, you might be laughing and you're like, well, was it an actual move? Because it wasn't anything in future time. It's only past tense. Hey, it's more than we've gotten from Dragon. And I got to understand more about Dragon this year. So I would say we didn't strike out. And you might say, hey, that's just a cheap way to get a W. I'm going to take my wins where I can get them with Dragon. He made a pretty significant move. I'm not going to hold you. So I think we were okay with that. The last one was finally find out who the Holy Knight is in Elbaf. Is it Shanks? And yes, we did find out that was Shamrock. That came actually pretty quickly, actually, because we started the year at 1135. Shamrock's chapter was 1137. So before January was over, if I'm not mistaken, we actually found out about Shamrock, which is wild. Okay. Oh, Zaza said his flashback was awesome. That's true. Wayne said when he fumbled Shanks. He did. He did fumble Shanks. But you know what? I got him talking to his superior and telling him, yo, I'm not listening to you. I got him rebelling against Garp this year. That's a lot. That is a lot for me, bro. That's a lot. Trip said, I wonder if Ree insists on reading the Viz. Yes, sir. I do, man. Viz is going to love me someday. So I want to make sure that I support them and Shonen Jump officially so that they can look at this podcast and throw some brand deals this way. You feel me? You feel me? So yeah, I gotta support Viz, man. I gotta support Viz. 75% we have for 2025. Dofi gets out of Impel Down. No movement on that. None. Zero. Dofi's still in Impel Down. Moria joins the Cross Guild. It hasn't officially happened yet, but Moria, that's probably where Moria is going to end up. So did we get that wrong? Question mark. Question mark. Because that might be where he is right now. We don't know. We haven't seen anything from the Cross Guild. Kid returns at 75%. Okay. Yeah, that might have been a little bit too high. Now that I'm sitting here and looking at it, that was probably a little bit too high. Kid is still somewhere at the bottom of the ocean. Boa goes to the Revs at 75%. Not gonna lie, that might have been a long shot too. That has not happened. Sakazuki's flashback. Yeah. At 75%, yeah, not happening. Let's see. Garp gets put up for execution. Now, if you've never heard the theory that me and Nika have been on this train for a while, pause. Just in case I need to say that. We've been on this train of thought there for a while. And we do think that Garp will be put up for public execution in the way that Ace was. And that'll be the way that Luffy and Dragon actually come together, pause, and work with each other. That'll be the first way that they actually meet. So I know Oda was saying that two people who have never met will meet this year. They could be Luffy and Dragon. Some people think that it's whoever else. I'm almost 100% sold that it's Luffy and Dragon. If that happens, the way that it could happen is through Garp being put up for that public execution. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I think that would be crazy if it happened, but we'll see. Dizzy said, who's coming getting out first? Dofi or Diddy? Well, with the pacing, that's a hilarious question. With the pacing of this show and the way that Oda is trying to finish it, I'm going to say Dofi. If Diddy gets out before Dofi gets out, we have a problem. That means Oda is not writing fast enough because he said himself he's trying to move at lightning speed, which I'm starting to think that is a little bit of a pun to remind us, hey, there's a guy on the moon that might be coming down on a ship, the Ark Maximus. Maybe he returns this year. Maybe that's what Oda meant when he said we're going to be moving at lightning speed. I don't know. Maybe I'm just yapping. But that's going to be on my prediction list this year. Let's see. We got Smoker will be in Elbaf. Wow. Not going to lie, looking back, we sounded crazy. We really did. Okay. Sword makes a move. Again, no, that didn't happen. Not this year, it did not. Scopper or Shiki enters the story. Technically, both of those happen. Technically. Because that God Valley flashback, we got a lot of Shiki love in there. And Scopper obviously is in Elbaf. So technically, we actually hit 2 for 2 on that. 50%, the final Poneglyph reveal. Well, obviously that didn't happen. But Oda has told us that's happening in 2026. So shout out to that. 25%. We have Big Mom comes back in Elbaf. Not yet. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Big Mom is coming back. She is. I know people don't like that, but Big Mom is coming back. If you know, you know. Just look, why are we getting people to talk about Big Mom this much? Then why do the nightmares have to be drawn just like Big Mom? Not gonna hold you. I think she's coming back. Zoro gets a new blade. He did not get a new blade. Wayne says, no, never. Sorry, man. I don't write the story. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what Oda's going to do. She gone. Sorry, brother. Oh, yeah, like he did in SBS with who gave Luffy the food. I'm for it. Right. Okay. She not gone, by the way, Wayne. You got to stop the cope. The copium is not healthy, brother. It's just not. You got to stop. Big Mom's on her way. She's actually probably on her way right now. Just saying. Let's see. Zoro gets a new blade. That has not happened yet. But it needs to happen before that final battle. I do think that. The Sandai Kitetsu. Yo, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We got to figure something out. Enel and Yarouge on Elbaf at 25%. That obviously did not happen. But, again, like I've said, Enel is looking really interesting for 2026. Marie-Joie gets invaded. Hey! I'd say we were spot on there. Marie-Joie definitely got invaded. Definitely got invaded. And I'm so interested to see what plays out with that, because I want to know so badly, is it the Revs or is it the Blackbeard Pirates that are there? Like, seriously, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's the Revs or the Blackbeard Pirates that are at Marie-Joie? It could be both. It could be both, because I've heard some people say, why not both? I'm cool with that. But if it had to be one, which one do you think it is that's there right now? I've been leaning towards Blackbeard, but I don't know. Strawberry says Revs. Young Fuji says, I think both. I mean, again, it's very possible. It's very possible, man. Dizzy says Revs. Okay. That's fair. It really could be either one. It really could be. Let's see. We all said at 25% that Nami gets Prometheus, which hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet. Because I've been watching. Shout out to Skypiea, by the way. Shout out to Skypiea. If you remember in Skypiea, when Nami was fighting Hotari and Kotari, Hotari and Kotari, pretty sure that was their name. The twins, which were the twins of the priest that Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp had fought against. They were triplets, but Nami had to fight the twins because she was on the boat with Gonfall, and this is right after Sanji and Usopp had gotten struck with lightning. You guys remember that? Well, in that fight, she was manipulating the weather, but one of those twins were using a heat dial. Very interesting. So she had to, in that fight, maneuver around his attacks while utilizing the heat that he was putting into the environment, to the atmosphere, to be able to conjure up changing weather. Why am I saying any of this? Well, I'm saying that because it wouldn't be crazy, since we've seen Nami already have to manipulate fire and heat to be able to change atmosphere, for her to get another homie that can do that as well. I know that sounds off the rails crazy, but why not? It would help her be able to change the environment as well in another way. So Zeus and a Prometheus. Because Nami's the real big mom. I mean, she's being painted as mama all post time skip. I'm just saying, she's the real big mom. She's got the homies now. So y'all see, you get it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Let's see. Fuji said it would be cool to see both. That would be a good rematch between Blackbeard's crew and CP0 ever since Baltigo. Yeah. Big Alex Rock says Dragon's making moves. He could be. He really might be. Nigga says big Rev energy. I could dig it. I could dig it. Slim Mom. Yeah. 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 Nami Mom, bro. Nama Mom. Nama Mama? Nah. No, don't give me my bag. Don't give me my bag. Wayne says, but if she gets another homie, there's no need for Big Mom. I agree in a way, but I disagree. But I do think she can get that homie from Big Mom. She can get Prometheus from Big Mom when Big Mom actually gets to Elbaf. I think that's something that she can take from her. So I don't think that there's no use for having a Big Mom come to Elbaf, because Big Mom has so many, bro, there's so many unfinished storylines with Big Mom that need to happen. Harul, Haruden, bro, freaking Ripley's talking stories about Big Mom. Bro, we've got goddamn Goldberg has a homie shield. Like, dog, we got a lot of ties to where Big Mom could be a force in this arc. This is where she should die. If she has to go out anywhere, it should be here. And this would be their get back for what she did when she terrorized their village all these years ago. Plus, Big Mom still doesn't even know that she ate her family in Elbaf. She doesn't even know that she ate them. Like, we need to close the loop. She needs to find out that she ate them, for one. Two, we need Nami to get Prometheus. That's just my personal thing. But three, these giants need to get their get back. That's all I'm saying. Nika says Cap Wayne. Yeah. Or she can get the Sun God on Elbaf. Oh, the one Mother Carmel's. I mean, yeah, she can, if it's there. But why not take the opportunity to just take what you're talking about, Pandora. I'm pretty sure that was the name of that one. But if Big Mom's there, why not take her homie from her and she goes down? Like, it's like, we've all jumped people back in the day. Y'all can all relate to this because we've all jumped people. Whenever you're jumping somebody and you beat them up and they got nice shoes on, you don't just let them sit there with the nice shoes after you jump them. You take the shoes off their feet and you get to step in with the shoes. So when we beat Big Mom, we taking Prometheus. Those are her shoes. We taking the shoes with us too. Y'all get it? We've all jumped people. Remember the last time you jumped somebody? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all get it because we've all been there. We've all been there, man. But we taking them shoes off Big Mom. Okay? Period. Dizzy BBL says there's still homies on Elbaf. There are, and Goldberg got one right in his hand. Facts. Big Mom and Kaido coming to, oh God. No. Kaido's done. Kaido is done, bro. Kaido's done. Kaido shouldn't be coming either. I agree. Kaido coming for sure. Big Mom coming back riding dragons. I don't see that happening. I'm not gonna lie. Kaido coming back as a Big Mom homie. LMAO, watch her pull up with a magma dragon. That would be tough. That would be freaking tough, man. It really would be. We'll see. Dizzy says Big Mom is a child abuse victim that never got help. Struzan is the real bad guy. I love Big Mom. You're not wrong. That's not even a bad take at all. That's such a nuanced take. You're not wrong, but at the same time, even though it was on accident, you still ate your whole family. So, and you still killed a giant too. Were you having your hunger pangs? Sure, right? Were you going through stuff? You weren't mentally, physically there. Got it. I got it. But these people were supposed to be good to you. They were going to be there to help you get better. And you ended up killing one of them. And then you ended up eating your family. Struzan, by the way, is definitely a bad guy. Make no mistake of that. But Big Mom, I don't know. When he said I never did. Oh, you've jumped somebody. We've all jumped somebody, man. See, Fully, yeah, like last week. Fully gets it. Wayne, you're brand new. You've never jumped. No, come on, bro. Stop. You don't gotta fake. We've all been there. I was about to say, not me. Dizzy. And I know you got the halo in your profile pic. We've all jumped somebody. Maybe you didn't do the fighting, but you were the one that took those shoes off of them. Shirley. I'm telling you, no one's gonna know. If you just say it now, no one's gonna know. Red face. You're not wrong, but Big Mom would have been a monster regardless. That's very true. Kaido in that magma bath. I agree. Struzan helped make Whole Cake Island. He really an MVP of the family. He is, but the family is bad. When you're an MVP of the bad organization, you're still an MVP, but you're also still a bad guy too. Big Mom ate her friends. She was cooked from them. Facts. Even though it was on accident. Facts. Yeah. Dean's life. What's going on, Dean's? He says Struzan definitely her first baby daddy. Probably. And that's what makes it even worse. Probably, man. Ugh. Dizzy said Blackout Shane, no, we're in a circle, did it wrong. I don't even disagree with you, by the way. Again, this is not even me disagreeing with you. I like the take. I'm just saying, I do think there's just a little bit of nuance to it. I'm not going to say she's completely innocent, but I understand where you're going, though. I really do understand where you're going. Especially not now, because, I mean, bruh, at some point, you got to get these hunger pangs under control. Like, you're literally killing your kids at this point. And you're an adult. You got to work on that. Big Mom never committed any crimes worse than Loki killing the alcohol. Oh my. Alex, bro. Alex. Oh my God. Here we go. I haven't jumped. You've jumped somebody, Strawberry. Come on. I know you got the little filter in your profile pic. You're trying to look angelic, but I'm sure you've jumped somebody. We've all jumped somebody. Trip said, man, listen, I'm watching One Piece. Listen to this Stride podcast. I know you jumped somebody, Trip, so you know what I'm talking about. Jumped myself before. Okay. I'm not even going to question that. It's a good night. Yes, it is, sir. There's no honor in jumping, young Jedi. Hey, but there's even less honor in losing and getting your shoes taken. Have you ever got jumped and walked home without shoes on your feet? That's the walk of shame that's not talked about enough. I was the need in the herd. Hey, okay. All right. Garling pulled up with Summers and Mafi don't jump 1 HP rocks. Anybody can get it. Facts. We on Garling timing out here, bro. See, Garling was, even though he put the sword through the chest, that's basically him taking the shoes off of rocks. You're starting to get it? He put the sword through the chest to end it all. But when you take the shoes off somebody's feet after they got jumped, that's basically like putting the sword through them like Rocks did. I'm not going to hold you. I'm saying she needed Dr. Phil, not a pirate crew. I'm not going to lie. She would have ate Dr. Phil, though. I don't think she was listening to Dr. Phil. Be honest with you. Because she's got giants that are way bigger than her at the time. She ain't scared of them. She ain't willing to listen to them. She's burning down villages in Elbath, and she's killing elder giants. I'm not gonna hold you. Dr. Phil, she's gonna get one session, and then when she comes back for session 2, she's about to eat him. That's it. I don't think Dr. Phil is safe, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, I'm supposed to be nerd. Oh, you were the nerd in the herd. Got it. Frauderland Fraudling. Wow. Strawberry jumps me all the time. Not gonna hold you. Strawberry, sometimes you do be jumping. Sometimes. What's really interesting is that none of Big Mom's kids inherited her. That's true. That's a good point. Maybe Big Mom just never grew up from being a spoiled kid. Maybe that's all it is. Because her hunger pangs are basically temper tantrums. But her temper tantrums are worse because she has superhuman strength. And she's a lot bigger than you are. So, yeah, she's basically just throwing temper tantrums. Big Mom is glutton incarnate. Oh, man. Redface, you out here with the... Okay. All right, Red. Calm down, Red. Sheesh. Garling timing is greasy. It is. Fraud. Wow. Are you talking about Garling? Yeah. Glutton times Conquerors hockey meet. God dang. Red, you good? What did Big Mom do to you, bro? What did she do? Was Pedro your favorite character, bro? Because it's starting to seem like Pedro might have been your favorite character. If he was, I get it. I totally get it. I'd hate Big Mom too. But my favorite character got a power up from Big Mom. So I love Big Mom. And honestly, I want her to come back because I want another power up. Why not? Every time these two meet, she gets a boost and some type of power up. So yeah, bring Big Mom. Come on, bro. Trip said, I've had some ladies jump me. Need that. Oh, God. All right. All righty. Okay there, Mr. OG Trip. Triple S. Wow. Okay. All righty there, brother. Okay. Whew. Dr. Phil would have got his lifespan took. Facts. Every bad mother, you just... All right, Alex, you got it, bro. Speaking of Big Mom, is Struzan or Vegapunk Parasparrow's dad? I mean, it should be Struzan with the man loving candy. But I don't know. Because I've heard theories about Vegapunk too. Yeah, it's a personal trait of hers. I've had Trip. Okay. Ugh. All right. I'm gonna leave you to that, man. I'm gonna leave you to that. Alex has an infatuation with Evil Woman. Clearly. Definitely not Vegapunk. Yeah. I don't think Vegapunk's getting... you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. Big Mom's outrages aren't even that bad. I'm still picking Whole Cake Island over anywhere in One Piece to live. That is not a terrible take. Is that a bad take? Nah, that's kind of a bad take. Over anywhere? Like, it seems like Syrup Village is probably okay to live. What goes on in Syrup Village? They were living a good life. Syrup Village is okay. I'd probably go back and live in Wano now. But unless you're okay, let me be genuine. You're probably talking about why, like before the Straw Hats had came through there. I'm assuming. So let me be genuine. If that's what you're saying, which I'm pretty sure it is, then maybe I don't want to live in Wano. Maybe not. If we're going off that premise, whole cake, okay, just put me on one of the outer islands. Put me on Pudding's Island. I'm cool with that. Leave me there, and I'll gotta go into the actual main part of whole cake where Big Mom is. We good. But if that's what you're saying, okay, maybe that's not that bad of a take. I still would probably find other ones, but okay, whatever. That's fine. That fraud put in work. Don't forget he climbed the ranks. Him and his sons are supreme. Someone from her whole generation got a kid with her. Smart Vegapunk would get there first. I don't know. Vegapunk seems like he wants classy women. I think he wants classy women. I don't think he would get with her. I googled out for a sec. My bad. Y'all was talking. Hey, man. Trip, you good, bro. You good. We just got through Goon Piece, so you're good. You're good. Strusen, you are the father. Facts. On another note, how strict are you about that Viz only rule? For me, 100% strict. I am not going to read through this podcast. I'm not going to read the chapter until it's officially dropped, because I do want to, since I pay for Viz monthly. That's one reason, because I want it to be worth it. But also, I don't want to read the unofficial. I only want to read it when it drops. Since I'm doing this in an official capacity, I don't want to do anything unofficial. It just doesn't feel right. And it doesn't look right also to people that might be watching the podcast, thinking about and giving me a brand deal in that type of way. I don't want to do that. Whole Cake Island and Marie Joie are the two best places to live. Yeah. Marie Joie for sure. Whole Cake Island is pretty good now that Big Mom is gone. I'm living with Ivankov on New Kamabaka Island. Don't gotta worry about getting hit on and gourmet food. Sign me up. That's not a bad place to live too. I wouldn't live there, but that's not a bad place to live, honestly. Big Mom may be a product of experimentation. There are anomalies in One Piece, but she was abnormally large compared to her parents. Maybe. I mean, we've seen big kids. So we've seen something like that, obviously, in Punk Hazard. It wouldn't be crazy to me that maybe something like that happened to Big Mom too. Prime Mom was a baddie. Facts. Yeah. If you're the Sabo type, you couldn't live in the Holy Land. That's true. Living on Marie Joie with a bunch of incest babies. Oof. I mean, yeah, but you get like good food and stuff, bro. Come on. You get good food. He said, amen, brother. That respect to Oda. Big love. Yes, sir. Translations matter. They do. Although sometimes TCB does have more accurate translations than the Viz. It's just it's a podcast thing. I really don't want to support the unofficial. I want to support the official only. Oh, we can only rate it. Yeah, if you're on that Sabo timing, for sure. No sane person is living there. Maybe, but I you know what? I'll come back to that. Dizzy says, compared to everyone, Big Mom bigger than Kuma and Whitebeard, who was also a Buccaneer. Check that chin. I mean, yeah. There's probably something to it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll get the crew up and we'll react to some of these clips. Okay. So Nami did not get Prometheus yet. She will be though, very soon. Just wait on it. 0%. So this was the category that it was gonna happen at some point, but not this year. Blackbeard exposes his third fruit. Does he have a third fruit? Actually, let me know what y'all think. Do you guys think Blackbeard end of series is gonna have 3 fruits? Or is that just us in the fandom somewhat coping because we want to see it, but it probably will never be a thing? I've always thought he will have 3 because I'm feeling the 3 souls thing, but we still haven't even gotten the answer to why. Not why. We have gotten the answer to why because his body is different, but we haven't gotten the answer to how he's taking these fruits from people. So that's something I would like to see and actually find out. Let's see. Nika says Newgate gotta be a Buccaneer. Yeah. I'm either balling out with Holy Knights on Marie Joie or partying in Whole Cake Island with the family until Big Mom gets hungry, and then you're toast. Strawberry says yes. Okay, so you do think that he has a third fruit? Okay, I mean, we'll see. Let's see. Dizzy said, I think it's still gonna be 2 fruits. The 3 skulls is family reveal to me. Maybe. I don't know. But I do wonder because Rox was after 2 fruits. And Blackbeard probably has one of them. Obviously the darkness fruit. But I always wondered what the other one was. And it was that other one, the not the gum fruit, the Nika fruit? Or was it the fruit that is sitting in Elbaf right now? Because Blackbeard doesn't have either one of those. So if he's fully trying to live out his father's will, maybe he needs to get that fruit as well to complete it. I don't know. Alex says Viz is usually better, but no translation is perfect. That is true. That's cool that they do, but it still takes away the nuances at times, which is very important. But TCB and Viz, in my opinion, go 50-50. You should read both. But if you tapped in with the Japanese translator, then yeah. He got the 3 pistols he won't use as well. Again, I don't know. He's a very odd character to me, so I don't know. I think it was Blackbeard and Kuzan's fruit to defrost Galley Raw. Oh. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. Interesting. I mean, if so, then yeah. I guess he has achieved that. Interesting. Okay. Living on Marie Joie would mean you have to sit there and watch your fellow celestial dragons ride the back of other humans like horses. Couldn't do it, man. I get executed off rip. Well, I mean, yeah, but you got good food though, bro. I think you're missing the point. You've got good food up there. Is that not enough? The good food? I think you're missing about. I think you're forgetting they got good food up there. You know, like that's one of the best places to eat in the One Piece verse. Don't forget about the food, man. The food is important. Bogard makes a move at 0%. Bogard. You know what? Bogard did make a move, actually. Bogard was seen at God Valley. So you know what? Bogard did make a move. Boom. So you know what? We were right. We were actually right, man. He made a move. That's we can cross that off. Blackbeard captures Shirahoshi. It didn't happen yet, but I do think it will, and it might even happen this year. Shanks meets him. Nika, do you remember who him was? Who was him? I don't remember who him was. I really don't remember who him was. Who are we? Actually, hold on. I could just scroll back and see. Hold on a second. Who the freak is him? But I digress. Hold on. He just has the. It's probably not this year. Hold on. Let me turn the music down.
Shanks. I'll just say this for the fuck of it. Shanks meet Stabs.
Shanks. Oh, you said Stabs. Okay. So you were talking about Shamrock. Got it. Because that was Shamrock's name in the beginning. Okay, got it. Because we didn't know what his name was. That's the him. Okay, so then we're right. Kind of. I mean, they had met at some point. So technically, we were actually right. Okay. And then the last one is Luffy finds the One Piece. Now, he hasn't found it yet. But I don't know what's going to happen with the One Piece because I'm really feeling like Buggy's going to get it first. I'm just feeling like Buggy's going to get it first. Not going to lie to you. It's been really bugging me. No pun intended. But I think Buggy is going to get it first. So we'll see. But that's kind of what's been bugging me. Hold on. Let me turn the music on real quick. And we could turn. There we go. Let's see. You're at Fishman Island. That's where you want to live? Well, I mean, I guess you'd be welcome. No. Hold on. Because if we're talking about prior to the Strides coming, you want to be on Fishman Island where they'll kill you if you want to do the right thing? I don't know about that. Seems a little odd. Because Hody Jones would probably off you, bro. Pause. Wow. He would probably take you out, bro. Because the people that were doing the right thing and trying to do the right thing, he was lining them up to get executed. So, you want to live in Wano prior to the Stride? Actually, you know what? No. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm going to drop the link. I want y'all to come up here and tell me. Because I want to hear from you guys. Instead of me just reading your comment, I think it's just a lot easier for me to just freaking hear you guys explain this. Because I'm not going to lie. Living in Wano prior to the Straw Hats, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not drinking out of poisonous freaking rivers, man. I'm not doing it. Dizzy said all Bogart did was hold the transponder snail. Crazy that Gabon was the one to scoop up Garp after Zebek's battle. Bogart started Shield. Started Sword. LOL, because he don't do nothing else. Or don't got nothing else. Nah, man. Bogart's the guy, man. Bogart's the guy. What up? Oh, Nick out here ready to see. I know. See you just got through jumping somebody, bro. I already know what it is. That's crazy. Hold on. I'm talking about jumping. You say we don't jump nobody. Here we go. What's going
Yo,
on?
I pull up like Darling, bro. I wait till you're exhausted, damn near dead, and I can take your life at that.
Bro, don't be a fraud, Nika. Don't be a fraud.
I'll leave everybody back.
Don't be a fraud.
Nah, because when you check my card, all my stuns is great. You feel me?
Okay. That is cool. What's going on, Foolie?
Darling's the master of jumping.
What's up, Wayne? What's up,
We stay jumping.
What's up,
Oh, nice.
Zah? What's up, Red?
Let's
What's
go.
up, everybody?
Let's go.
Okay. I really need Strawberry up here because I need her to explain her Wano take. because she's saying she would live in Wano before the Straw Hats got there. And
I was trying to say after they did their thing and Fishman. I love that.
that's too easy. That's way too easy. You got to pick one before they got there. That's the actual.
You got to pick one before they got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skypiea.
Hey, Disney. What's up, Disney?
Hey. It's not ready.
going
Excuse
on?
the bonnet, but it is what it is.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. What's up? What were you saying, Fully?
Wayne got the one. Skypiea. Skypiea is the best one before the Straw Hats hit. Skypiea is pretty solid. Solid before the Straw Hats get. You got technology. Just a little tribal, but
Nah,
Which
bro.
part of Skypiea though? You with the Candians or you with the, you know what I mean?
You gonna pick a
Like,
side,
what you
sure.
doing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm about to say you got some choices though. Like you got Skypiea.
See, you got options though. Now, options.
Yo,
Nah,
I might be
Well,
out
what-
there-
might be bugging.
I might
Where
be
did
running
not-
raids. I might be out there running hitting licks with Whitebird, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What about the island Nami landed on for the time skip?
Oh, with area?
area? Oh, that's not bad. You just
What about
word,
Egghead?
that's not bad. You just around a lot of old people, but you cool. You cool.
Nah, they cool old people though. They cool old people. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AK's
Yeah,
bad.
it's not bad.
No, hold wait. We
Egghead's
gotta talk about the
government owned,
Skypiea
though.
take though. The Skypiea take. Anel was gonna get rid of that island when he was ready, regardless. So you were gonna go down if the Straw Hats didn't get there that day. You were out the way. So you really want to live there yet? You didn't. You were gonna definitely die. So, like,
You only
Strong?
live once.
you only live once, okay?
Hello.
I mean, what? It's no big deal just falling from a sky island, bro. Hey, man.
Kaido did it. Come on now.
Well, all
Yo,
right,
if you
here we
only
go.
live
Easy.
once, then I'm on Amazon Lizzie. I don't care what happened to me, bro.
Hey, there you
If
go, man.
If I'm lit, I'm lit. I'm just since we going YOLO, you know what I mean?
You know what? Free time skip. I'm living Sabaody. It's an amusement park. Why can't knock that?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Dressrosa with the food, Spanish food. I'm good.
You got bubble jets and all those fun things, man. I'm living there.
Saba.
Okay.
Odie.
So Sabaody ain't a bad choice.
No, not actually.
Yeah. Dressrosa though. I don't know if I get down with that. I don't know.
Did you love
Oh,
when you
no.
get a race? And you
I could do that
split
post
it halfway?
Luffy.
Like that's how it is.
Yeah. After Luffy,
Like
yeah, but
like your mom's is your toy and you don't even know.
Yeah, be alright.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a little crazy.
That messed me up real bad.
wait, which part of Dressrosa before Dolphy?
Oh yeah, before
or after
when Dolphy's there. When Dolphy's there. When Dolphy's there.
Dolphins,
Yo,
man.
you gotta listen. You gotta live it out. You gotta live it out, bro.
You wildin', bro.
You gotta live it out, bro. Like
I can't. No, because like you don't. Man, nah, I can't. Because Sugar's not no brat. That upset.
listen, you just gotta follow the rules, bro. Don't touch anything. Don't bother nobody. Don't start no commotion. If you see something get stolen, turn the other eye. If the little Tatatas are stealing, you just turn your face.
That's
You be good.
crazy.
Then I'm gonna go live with the Tentatas. Then I'm gonna stay at Greenbit.
You can trick them into anything. Word too.
Facts.
Oh God, you got a little IQ, you eating over there.
That's true. You don't even need IQ. You just gotta lie. Just tell one good lie. Yeah.
You gotta lie to have. You gotta have good IQ to lie.
Yep.
Don't be mistaken, Reed. Even the liars that can lie, they got a little bit of wit in them. You know what I mean? They probably end up in the right place, but IQ check them. They probably just don't know about their own meaning. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Strawberry. I need to hear this take about Wano. You're not getting off without explaining that because you want to live in Wano pre Straw Hats. I need to understand this.
So my fault. I didn't hear that part. I got a call, but yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if I'm living underneath Kaido. Yeah, why not?
No, you ain't getting no drinking water.
Yo, I need you to elaborate.
You gotta elaborate, Strawberry. There's no way.
So okay, so if I'm underneath Kaido, like if I'm a part of his crew and things like that, then the only thing that I have to worry about is Kaido himself. I can
you're
handle
taking the
that.
angle.
What?
Okay, so you're
You
taking
That's
the angle
wild.
of being a
No,
part of
you
the crew.
tripping. Can I explain a little bit of this to you? Like some Kaido reigning in Wano lore.
Go for it,
So
bro.
all them beast pirates, if you saw in Act 1, they all run out there and act ignorant and do whatever they want. And then say, yeah, because Kaido backing us, we don't give a damn. So you got to deal with a bunch of idiots that don't really know what's going on because they just think they involved with what's going on, but they not. They the fodder. But they doing dumb stuff. Like they
I'm about to say,
kidnapping
but she
kids.
would
Look
be.
at
She
Kama.
was saying
Kama got
she a
kidnapped.
part of the crew, though. You know, she was saying if she was
I
a part of
mean,
the crew, there would be no issues. So she would kind of be like with them, kind of like possibly doing some
Oh,
dumb
if you in the
shit.
crew, yeah, if you in the crew,
Yeah,
then yeah, you is good. You right. You eating.
I ain't gonna lie, that ain't Strawberry no more. That's Tangerine once she joined the
oh
crew.
my goodness. My bad. My bad. No, I mean, think about it. Think about it. And I will put myself directly underneath someone in particular. But yeah, if I'm right underneath King, yeah, no, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm chilling.
I don't know if you're meaning
She
this
said
in the
king.
way
I know
that.
you a demon. It's
Okay,
okay.
that could be taken a couple of ways. I'm just gonna assume you mean like
As long,
Definitely took it a
okay,
couple. Definitely
okay,
took it a
okay.
couple of
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah,
What,
totally
what
taking a couple
exactly you mean
ways.
by that, Strawberry? Because
I
I'm
meant
not
in
gonna.
ranking. In rank. Okay.
Oh,
Fine,
okay.
whatever. Listen. That's
Uh,
a black man. I completely
Yeah.
understand it. Just know
I,
that.
I
You know
do.
what
I mean, the other way as well. I'm okay with that, but I meant in ranking.
okay.
Queen be chilling too. How you,
I,
you know what I
Queen
mean?
ugly though.
Zoom.
I'm not into Queen like that. Me and him don't vibe like that. But me and King, we could vibe like that. Hmm.
See, exactly. So it was like I thought. She on demon time, bro.
Yeah, you.
Demon time.
Oh my
What'd you
goodness.
say, Disney?
It's okay though. That's like I said, that's a black man. I completely understand it.
What'd you say, Disney?
Exactly.
I mean, I see where you're going for the beauty of King, but that's still like, so you want to live in Germany during World War II? Oh, I only have to be under Hitler? Ah, that's not bad. I only got to deal with him?
Ooh, perspective.
That's bad. That's
Mm,
it's close.
I ain't
Perspective.
gonna
Because
lie.
mm,
At that
you're still on the
time,
bad team.
at that
not
time,
necessarily Hitler,
She just
I
told
mean,
you that honesty
I mean,
impact.
because let's think about it. Kaido wasn't like, what's the word I'm looking for? Wasn't
evil?
directly doing a bunch of stuff. That was ugly big face man with the purple on. So
Orochi.
But he encourages it though. That's the problem. He's enabler. He's
Mhm.
enabling.
Yeah, he wanted Orochi to do that to leave it
but
in
he
that
was cool
state.
with it. Like he was cool with it. The only
he
reason he
was.
killed Orochi is because Orochi had this whole. He was bugged out by this whole Oden ghost stuff with the scabbards and all that, which ended up
Mhm.
turning out to be real. Right after he killed him, the scabbards pulled up on Kaido.
Right.
So he probably wouldn't have killed him, but I don't think it would have made a difference because he had his own plan. He wanted to move on. Period. So
Right. So I mean, listen, y'all told me to just defend it. Listen.
yeah, she tried. She just
Yeah.
letting y'all know she chilling with King. Man. I don't know about everything else.
I'm chilling with King. Me and Yamato are cool. I be sneaking her some snacks every once in a while in prison. So yeah.
You trying to save yourself with some Yamato grace. I like that.
She said not break her out, but sneak her snacks.
Yeah, listen, I gotta make sure my position is secure. I can't break the girl out, but I can give you some snacks. I don't want to let you starve.
I ain't mad at this, Strawberry. I'm really not.
Hey,
I'm really not.
Hey,
You're committed.
hey,
I mean, okay. So Ray, if you want a serious answer, post or pre Straw Hats. To be honest, I'm chilling with the Don and them. To be honest with you,
You back in the gap.
yeah,
Okay, she going back to the east. I felt that.
I did.
Days in the east.
Listen, but before he was a Straw Hat, he was out here taking on some big animals, and the food looked good. So,
but here's the caveat though to that. because Ace was the one that was getting them all that food. He was the one bringing in the food for them to eat. So, you're going to have to go out and hunt and get that food on your own. Because Ace ain't really going to cozy up to you. He
not there.
Especially
ASL not there.
If we're taking Ace out of it, then you got to be the one going out to get the food because, and you got to bring it back to the Don if she going to take care of you.
Wait a second. You just said pre-Straw Hats. You didn't say that they weren't even there yet, okay?
All right, that's fine. I'll give you Ace. But even if Ace is there, you going to have to earn your keep because he ain't going to let you just.
You're going to have to follow him a bunch around town.
What you talking about?
Hey, man.
I'm going to act like the female version of Garp. What you mean?
That's Big Ace, man. I don't know. But
Hey, so why not Amazon Lily for the ladies?
I can't do all that. That's too much.
Wayne, leave that one alone. Leave that one alone.
I don't even understand how that island functions, period.
Here we go. I said it.
Exactly.
Hey, I had to ask.
I respect it.
Why do you have to ask that? You should have known my answer would have been that.
It was just like in my head as a male, not a female, but as a male, it's just like, okay, you have other women, estrogen, sometimes being around too much testosterone is too bad. So yeah,
That's why I said Kamabaka Island. Peace.
I'm weak.
Listen, Wayne, do you want to be? Listen, Wayne, do you want to be on an island trapped with a bunch of men as a man?
No.
All right, then. I am a female. I do not want to be trapped on no island with a bunch of females.
But if I did, I know that island would prosper because infrastructure would be great, buildings would look beautiful. As far as like technology and stuff, it'll be handled. Type of shit, Like
they
just gonna get to it. Like that's just it. But not in that other way. If you're thinking about it that other way. But
I ain't even had my second drink yet. Y'all already
started.
Let me get my second drink out.
Yeah, Amazon Lily is a pipe dream.
Exactly. It really is. Sorry, I need testosterone. Too much estrogen bothers me.
Right now, I'm gonna keep dreaming. If we say Amazon Louis, I'm always been known as a big dreamer. So
there you go.
I'm gonna keep dreaming. I'll die trying.
No, because all I need is Boa to tilt her head back at me once, and I'm over it. So we good.
9 times out of 10 on another island, you becoming a slave. You might be dying. Some mind warp thing happening. You don't know what's going on. Even on Fishman Island, the fishermen might slave you. Like you're not really safe anywhere.
Nope.
I ain't getting mermaids, but I'll go to Amazon Lily. You know what I mean? I hang and see what happens. Try to hang out, see what happens. You never know.
Okay.
You never know.
Nika, you're a man though. That's completely different.
Right.
Now, if you want to put me on a group, if you want to put me on an island with a group of dudes, then I'm all for it.
I mean, shoot.
And they cook.
And they cook.
And I could borrow their skirt. What else?
Like that.
Go to the Baratier.
It's the Kamabaka, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's my go-to.
Yeah, but the Baratier is valid.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm riding with the Baratier.
Nah, because then you get people like Krieg pulling up, stopping for a meal, then they want to attack you after you feed them. Like, nah.
If you buy that life.
It's crazy. That would be interesting. That would be kind of
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Okay.
But nah, Amazon Lily for the win, man. We gonna take it there. We gonna vlog it, GoPro, all that. We gonna let them know.
I'm watching.
Stream it. Word.
Hey, let me know when you go live, bro.
Tomorrow at 12 p.m.
I'm gonna have my Dende Mushi set up ready. I'm gonna be watching from distant, homie.
Remember though, this is in context to the conversation.
Right.
Right. That last little trip there. You feel me?
I'm gonna pull up some of the more popular clips this year. I'm gonna try to go like all the way back to the beginning of the year. I didn't realize there was a lot of clips that we dropped this year.
But you
Mhm.
beat the W. I said Shamrock and you know what I mean. Twin. I told you twin and twin was gonna meet. Look what happened. Is there?
Oh, for sure.
Is
For
there?
sure.
We did take some L's though. That's a fact.
Oh yeah, that list was unfortunately littered with L's, but it's all right.
I
I
know
ain't
I
even
at
mad at
least
it.
took 3 W's. At least 3 W's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Was that January?
Well, hopefully Oda, now that he said he's going to speed through the story, doesn't miss out on some of the things we're looking for now because he's trying to make it.
Oh, they ain't speeding
What?
through anything.
Wait, like what? You if you're saying that, that means there's something in mind already. Like what?
Okay, so I don't know. See, I have a theory. It's a trash theory. I'm full of trash theories, and I own it, and I'm proud of it.
They're
I
good.
think
Me too.
I think Big News Morgans is a Lunarian, hands down.
Okay, that is left
I
field
told
for
you.
sure. That's like
I
I thought
told
this
you,
might
yeah.
hit me with the right hook, and then the left just hit like like that's
Simply
how you
for the
hit me.
fact, one, he's a Zoan. We've
Okay.
never seen him transform. We've seen him in God's Valley. At 15, you're still transformed. What you hiding, bro? That's one. You have an albatross Zoan that's known for being able to fly. You don't know how to fly? That's stupid. That's two. And my thought is, Oda being Oda, you give a person with flight a flight zone and they can't fly. It just makes sense to me that you're trying to either keep your flame off or hiding. But I think he's a Lunarian.
But why in particularly that he's keeping his flame off? Like, what makes you so gun ho about the Lunarian idea?
I feel that's why he doesn't fly.
You feel like
Like,
it's
I
just
don't know
it's just
if the flying has to do with, I know they could turn it off and keeping his flame off. I don't know if he doesn't want it to turn on when he's flying. But for you to have a bird Zoan, and then I thought about it, so I looked at King. We know King's a Lunarian.
Yeah.
King also has a flying Zoan fruit. Look at King's wings. They don't look like Lunarians. They look like the pterodactyls.
Yeah, they disappear when he goes into full
Mhm.
zone mode. So that's why I didn't shoot down your theory, your idea when you first said it, because he could be anyone behind.
That's what made me think of it, putting him against King. And I'm like, it would make sense. And it kind of is along Oda's weirdo thought process, finding things funny.
Yeah.
But he's hiding something. And that's what I think he's hiding.
Again, like I told you, I'm not even against it. I'm not against it. I hope it pans out.
Oh, my friends hate it. It's fine.
Hey, well, here
I
we do a
imagine
lot
they
of
hate it.
theorizing, and people hate my theories here. And you know what? It is what it is. Nami's gonna get a Nell's Devil Fruit, and it's coming on. It's on the way. It's on the way. She's gonna get Prometheus, and she's gonna get Nell's Devil Fruit.
And two?
And she's gonna get them both. She's gonna get them both, man.
I like
People
that.
hate- See, this is why me and you could be friends. You see Wayne mugging me, so I don't really feel it.
Wait, I didn't say nothing. I'm saying, yo, more power to
He's
you,
just
brother.
leaning back like, man, when is this guy gonna shut up? I don't like it.
No. My whole thing is, if she gets the fruit, it needs to circle this dot of the thing that I've been waiting on since the beginning of since the beginning of like Egghead or whatnot, with the whole Zoro being like, I have a question for Vegapunk and whatnot. I'm almost in the L back. I still don't know what this question is.
Yeah.
That's where I am right now. I'm hoping Oda to address that shit, and I'm hoping it's the whole fruit sword thing or ring. I'm hoping for that, because like, that'd be cool if Nami can put the fruit into her staff or whatnot. That's where I am.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Okay.
No, I need
Yeah, I'm
to
about
eat
to say,
that
my
fruit,
extreme theory is that Zoro gets Kaido's Devil Fruit, but in his
Mm.
suit. Yeah, that's not even it's a theory, but Oda said it himself. So I'm just trying to bring to life. So yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, Nika, I got you here.
Yeah, what's up?
So theory wise, I think Garp knew about the Domi Reversi, because
What you
in the
mean?
chapter where they're going against Rocks, where him and Rogers are going against Rocks, the way he's talking is somewhat, at least how I take the context, it sounds like he's seen it somewhere already. Hey, I forget how he said it. he said something about a curse, and it was just like, how do we reverse the curse? Type
I can quote
like
it for you.
I was talking to Reed about it. It was just like, yo, the way the context lines up, it didn't seem like, you know,
Like
this
it
your
was
first time seeing
uncanny.
it.
Like it was uncannily familiar.
Yeah, it seemed somewhat familiar, like he's seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
can
that's
quote
my
it for
theory.
you. I can quote
Yeah.
it for you because I
Yeah.
remember it. He's talking about when Garp had first saw Rocks transform, and he's talking about when Garp was like, "Yo, this curse." Basically, like, I don't know what it is, but I recognize your sorrow. When he had said that, and Wayne was saying that because he said that he recognizes his sorrow,
No,
that
not the recognized sorrow part, but it was just the way he worded the curse. Like, why
I
do
got.
you think
I'll
this
just pull it up.
automatically is a curse type thing? You know?
I know the
I got the
bar that
same
Wayne is
notes.
speaking on, though. I do know the
I
bar
got
he's
it
speaking
saved.
on because for me, Wayne, it was symbolic that you had Gart pay notes and say something like this when Whitebeard, his right hand man, obviously something wrong with him, walk away from him. Like he was like he was sane minded to answer the question. Like you never seen Rocks a day in his life with wings and crazy fangs, and you decide to take everything he tells you like you didn't like Big Mom noticed. She was like, "Yo, are you okay? Like, is he bigger all of a sudden?" Like they're noticing the differences, but no one's thinking, "Hey, some shit could have just happened to him." They decided he asked him, "Yo, are we in your way?" And he says yes. He's like, "Yo," he leaves the whole fight. Like he's not even trying to. I was disappointed in Whitebeard for that. A lot of people don't speak
Yeah.
on that, but I was disappointed in
Yeah.
Whitebeard. Like you didn't try to figure out what's going on with your captain. Like if that's Zoro telling everybody else to stand down, I'ma deal with him. That's what Zoro would do for Luffy. You get what I'm saying? For Whitebeard, to me, it felt like he dropped it way too easily. Like the only thing that was said, he said, "Oh, are we in your way?" And he was like, "Yeah." Like Rocks was like, "Yeah, but you're taking that a full on 100%. Why? You've never seen Rocks a day in your life, a day in his life where he's had wings, fangs, been like bigger than you and all of that. And now today, like we're just gonna take it. Oh, everything's all good. That is the one thing. But I'm trying to wait and leave things. I'm trying to wait and just see how the full story fully progresses. But when One Piece is over, depending on how certain things end, I do have a list of things where I would say, "Hey, I'm left with a lackluster feeling here," and
It
that was
seems
one
like
of them.
Whitebeard was ready to leave from before, even the
From
way he
before. That's
speaks,
how it felt. That's how it felt. And
even how he
interestingly
speaks
enough,
about the
in the
rocks
chapter,
pirates.
in
But
that
that also
chapter,
tells you that Big Mom
Whitebeard,
and
Whitebeard
Whitebeard
was
did not have the voice of all
Whitebeard
things
never,
because he was probably trying to talk to him.
Whitebeard never,
facts. That's
Whitebeard,
facts.
Whitebeard never intent. I don't think Whitebeard ever had an intention to actually like just abandon rocks, just due to that final moment of like, I still owe you a debt. So while there's actually nothing to gain right here, I'm still gonna stand beside you. I think he was with him for the long run in his own way.
I didn't say abandoned. That's not the word I would. That's not the
That's
term
not
that
the
I
way I
would.
didn't say I used that word. I was just paraphrasing.
Okay, yeah, that ain't it though. I wouldn't use the word abandon, not because he didn't abandon rocks. That
It's
plot
the
point,
it's the
from what you're
concept of y'all
saying, that plot
saying
point
it's
was
the
covered
concept
already.
of y'all saying he was ready to leave already. I don't think he had any intention to leave at all yet.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
he
didn't
was
mean
still
it in
riding with the
abandonment
dog.
terms. I meant like if I could literally see him, because pulling up to the island, him and Big Mom already had there was, if I'm not mistaken, there's literally ships in the panel of them pulling up. There's other ships that have Jolly Rogers on them, and one of them and another one of them look like a Big Mom ship and a Whitebeard ship. But that's vague in itself. I don't want to dig deep into that. But for me, I can understand Whitebeard saying after God Valley, yo, rocks. I spent my time with you. I rock with you, but I'm gonna go make my own way as a pirate. I could see him having that formal conversation with Rocks. That's his man. He can easily do that, and Rocks ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? If Rocks got the, well, that depends on how that would go. But all in all, if that was all I could say is the only people I could paraphrase properly in this, parallel properly in this scenario is if it is Luffy and Zoro in that moment, and something was going on with Luffy, Zoro's not asking him no question, and if he does ask him a question, he gets his answer. Zoro's gonna fight him out for that. Zoro's gonna fight his captain. That's how. That's what Zoro's gonna do. He's gonna get Luffy. He's gonna feel responsible for Luffy. That's how Zoro's gonna rock. But that just goes in the sense of the camaraderie between
Now
the
that
Rock
parallel
Pirates
don't
and the Straw
even
Hat Pirates. They're just different.
now that parallel don't even add up because in if you're gonna go for that parallel, there's absolutely no scenario that you would see Zoro leaving his captain to two other individuals and then bailing the island the way Whitebeard did.
Yeah, Zoro would never go for that. Period.
At all. He's like, so that
Even
that's
if you
just
put
why I
him in
say that
that moment,
correlation
Zoro
don't relate.
still
I
would.
just say that correlation don't
He and
relate with the
Whitebeard are two
Whitebeard and
different people
Zoro.
in that moment. Period.
That's how I just say that like the Whitebeard and Zoro correlation don't kind of correlate. Because Zoro would never. Zoro gonna die there. Zoro gonna die on that island.
Right hand man. I could take
Zoro
every
gonna
right
die on
hand
that
man
island for
with their
sure.
captain and ask that question and
Like
definitely come up with an answer.
if Whitebeard was truly Zoro for this, if Whitebeard was truly Zoro for this parallel, Summers don't get that. I said Summers. Garling don't get that kill. That's all,
Yeah.
my take on that. I'm gonna mute
The
up
thing
though.
is,
My fault.
the
Like I
Rocks
said,
Pirates,
I've
the
done too
Rocks
much
Pirates,
already.
they all join together.
Nah, that's for sure. Of course you don't get the parallel. That feeds more to the point.
All the Rocks Pirates join together under like not real camaraderie. That was Whitebeard's like it's just not what Whitebeard was looking for. As we know, he wanted real connections with his crew mates.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't there. That's why I said it speaks to the camaraderie between the. If I was to tell you what's the difference between the Rocks Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates, it's just the camaraderie, bro. It's completely different.
Facts.
It was sad. They left on a misunderstanding. That's why Big Mom after stuck with family. And Whitebeard did the same thing, not even realizing.
It's true.
I'm sorry, they did Rock so crazy on that. The whole way Rock got taken out.
My problem is you could argue the whole sense of camaraderie thing, but I feel like all that shit, everybody has their own different sentiment.
Okay, this is pirate fights. No cheating is called. Whatever happens, happens.
That's facts too, Zah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I thought they weren't a crew, really. I thought they were just a gathering of niggas under the same flag.
Crew's got different morals. That's just what it is. I don't see Katakuri ever leaving his mom. That's just he's not gonna leave his mom hanging. Even if he ain't strong enough, he ain't about to just leave his mom.
So on top of the sentiment that crews got different morals, not only do crews got different morals, crewmates got different morals. Even on the Straw Hats, at every crew you can honestly look at, like everybody don't share the same overall moral sentiment. So with that being said, I can understand how the Rocks felt about camaraderie, but I do feel that the very first three people we saw with Rocks genuinely had a deeper sense of I fuck with the nigga. Like Shiki is even the one that said like, yeah, this nigga idiot, but I rock with him. It's key to see that sentiment came from Shiki and no one else. Because if he's the one that embodies that for the crew of everyone else, then it means a little bit more to him than everyone else. You know what I mean? Even though he still turned the way he turned in that last minute. That's like neither here nor there. I'm really more so saying this for the individuals that actively chose to stand along Rocks against Emu. Not Big Mom. Big Mom's actually not included in that because she was trying to hit Kaido. I'm specifically just talking about Kaido and Whitebeard. I think their sentiment towards Rocks holds a little more than just, oh, I'm just here for the score.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Okay.
Okay. I have the panel that Wayne was talking about pulled up so that you can see it. Is right here. Hold on a second. He was talking about that look you got, the curse. Is there
the
any
Rock
way
snot face
to break it?
Boom. And that was all I was saying. In that context, It's just like when you say the curse, the way he said it, it's just like, so you seen something like this before or something? Like
I completely
that's my first thought.
agree. And
That was just my first thought.
It's the Whitebeard moment that it stems from. Like I'm saying, Whitebeard ignored it. So Whitebeard never seen. So it's like, okay, somebody as knowledgeable as Whitebeard, he ain't even paying it no more. He ain't even paying this image of Rots no mind. You know what I'm saying? But for Gart to call it out, something got to be going on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He had to see it. He had to either see it before, hear about it, something.
Granted, Gart had heard them tell him to kill me and all that from the voice of all things and whatnot. So he had already by that part of him saying it, he's already into the fight. But he's knowing enough to say, okay, something's not right here. Like he's talking about kill me, but look what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? Like look how he is. Like I can't talk to him. I can't have an actual conversation with him. What is this? So you could say that it's up to just, context clues and logic that Garp is saying, hey, maybe it's a curse. But the fact that he's making a statement saying the curse, like Wayne is pointing out, the fact that he's actually making a statement like the curse, this could be something he's heard about, maybe a story told beforehand, and now he's like, okay, in the story that he heard it was probably known as the curse. And now he's like, oh, this is what they was talking about in the stories, and now he's understanding. Don't be reversing it, just a story.
I think that's just Oda. That's a good point. I think that's Oda just actually letting us know it is verbatim a curse. Because not only did he have Garp say it, I'm not sure if Roger said it, but after Rox was defeated, Rox said it was the curse dispelled. You know what I mean? So we have the person interacting with it and the person directly affected with it, identifying it as a curse. So I feel like that's just Oda telling us verbatim, like, yeah, Imu pretty much puts a curse on these niggas, and that's why they behave the way they behave in that moment.
I saw it more so like somewhat to the point that Trip was saying, but of course the panel right before that, they're looking at him with his wings. And he's got these fangs now. He looks completely different. I'm assuming he looks a lot darker and just completely different when it actually gets animated. We'll see how different he looks. But,
of course, his size increases, and they make note of that.
Right.
So there's clearly a physical transformation and a difference that takes place.
Right. And I'm agreeing with you. And what I'm saying is, I think that is more so to the point why he's saying, like, that it's a curse. Like, what I'm seeing looks like a curse. You don't look the same way. I just watched you get stabbed by Imu, and now all of a sudden you look completely different. This demon thing changed you. So you must be under some type of curse that was given to you by this thing. So I don't necessarily think it's a familiarized type thing, because he was acting confused as far as saying, well, I don't even know that's the Gorosei? Oh, Imu? Like, I don't know. I don't know when he would have seen this. He seemed way too
I don't think he's ever seen it before. That's why
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I said in my explanation, I could understand if it's actually something he's heard in a story. Like someone giving a story to him, passing it down the same way someone might have told a story about Nika in Elbaf, passing it down. It could have been something like that. But that's uncanny in itself. I just think Wayne's point isn't to be overlooked. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's something to keep in the back of your head. Because I definitely took it the same way you and Trick both took it off of first initially reading it. But like I said, in the context of how he's saying it, because he's making a statement. He's not just saying, is it a curse? He's not asking if it's a curse. He's saying it's a curse. And he shouldn't be the one to make the first statement of it being a curse, because he's supposed to be confused and not knowing what's going on. Rox is supposed to be the one saying it's a curse. And Rox says it to reinforce Garp's point after the fact, when the battle is over. So contextually speaking, in literature, that
wasn't Rox questioning
it's not crazy for Wayne to look in. If I did investigation work and I was a cop and someone gave me a statement like that, I would have to look into the state. I couldn't just take it and overlook it. I would have to actually check that out. That's just what I'm saying. Like in literature, that's a real thing. Someone else is making a statement upon something that they should know nothing about. He's not saying, is it a curse? He said the curse. He made a statement upon it. That's not, and it's not crazy thing. We know nothing of the Monkey D lineage. It's not crazy to say there's a story going on in the Monkey D family passing it down about Domi Reversi, but it's not called Domi Reversi. Brooke has a song that describes Domi Reversi. That's all I'm saying. What Wayne is saying is not crazy. I know it sounds like a jump, but it's not a jump. It's actually a contextual point. I don't think it should be overlooked. That's all I'm saying.
There is a known story of Domi Reversi passed down, but people don't know it's Domi Reversi because if you look at Vanderdecken the First, he all of a sudden went crazy and threw his whole crew overboard. Now knowing what we know, he was Domi Reversi.
Cook. I like that point because I've been looking for a point to attach.
And that came from Brooke. And everything with Souls always ties back to Brooke. So now you're saying Vanderdecken the First went crazy, threw his whole crew overboard. We're now knowing that's Domi Reversi. So there's other theories of people knowing this but not knowing what it is.
Good evening, Dizzy.
Hello, sir.
I hear you. There we go. That's the comment I like right there, Reed. He cooked.
Because when you go back and you look at that story and the way it's laid out, knowing this now, every time you watch One Piece and you find something else, you go back and you're just like, he's been putting stuff in our face the whole time and we just don't know.
Yes, that's you know what's crazy? I preach that very same sentiment on this podcast. So I love that you got on here and you're saying that. You learn something, go back and plug it in because you never know where it happened before. That's the same thing. Look,
I finished this. I went back to Long Ring Long. I was like, yo.
And then you have niggas
it's
like
when you
me
first meet Mihawk,
who's gonna come in and ask the logical question first and foremost.
Talking about Mihawk, hold on. And the panel with Jim talking about Mihawk when he's first talking about Mihawk to Sanji and to Sanji and Luffy, there's a sky split in the panel. Like a legit sky split, like a Conqueror's Haki sky split in the panel. But no one talks about it because you want to know why? No one realized it because it happened so early in the story. That's within the first 50 chapters of One Piece. But then you go back and then you start reading and then you start seeing Sky Split, Whitebeard, Shanks, and then you start seeing Kaido, Big Mom. Then you see Kaido and Luffy. Then you see Whitebeard and Roger. And then you get to Egghead and you like, hold on, let me take this Egghead panel and put it right next to this Mihawk panel. And the Sky Split is 1 for 1. Then what do you then what happens? Because now remember the whole conversation. Mihawk don't got Haki. Mihawk Haki is this. Mihawk Haki ain't up on par. All that. Well, what do you do when you have someone with a sky split? Because you go back and you plug in things that you're learning now to what you've seen back then. Everything start making sense, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with Mihawk. I'm not even gonna lie, I struggle with Mihawk.
I'm gonna still hold on to the information given to us. I'm gonna still hold on to the information given to us. Now let's entertain the Vanderdecken theory because we love speculation and we love to conversate. I love it. You know what I mean? I hope it's true. To be honest with you, I'm just too yin and yang to ignore. Like Vanderdecken, quote unquote, a fish man, is he not?
You're covering your mic, bro. I can't.
You cut out, man.
Trip, you muddy water.
We're covering.
Go ahead and hit us with that butt, because that's what you about to do to the theory. You about to hit it with the butt.
I can start these balls all over again. So I guess from the top. Now, again, I hope Vanderdecken did get Domi Reversi and he got swapped out and he went crazy. I'm all for it, for real. However, Vanderdecken is a fisherman, correct?
Yes.
Never stated. Well, 9, yes, but we don't know if the first one was.
Yeah, he's actually right on that. The very first we do not know if he was.
You got to give me a verb. Okay. Let me. You don't want. Okay, we're gonna do this, right? His his known descendant is what? Answer me this. His known descendant is what? A fishman, right?
Right.
Or is he not? Or is he a hybrid that we don't? Unless y'all know he a hybrid, and I don't know.
We do know they're hybrids. We don't know if he's a hybrid.
I'm about to say, there's contextually speaking with evidence.
I can't get a yes or no on this thing. I can't get a yes or no for my life. For my life, I can't get a yes or no. I can't get that yes. I can't get that wire from me.
He could be one tip you.
I can't get that yes or no for the life of me.
Try to barge in and
I
drop
can't get this yes or no for the life of me.
I like that creative thinking.
I can't get this yes or no for the life of me. The point is, from what we actually understand about Vanderdecken and the true first Vanderdecken, you know what I'm saying? Supposedly a fish man. Now, you would have to entertain the fact that a fish man had to either had the holy mark, the abyss mark or whatever that the Holy Knights get, meaning they already have. I'm not against this theory for the notion. I just have to throw this out there that they had already allowed a fish man into their ranks. Not against it. I'm just introducing the thought if that's where you're going to choose to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know, now with that being said, why significantly target Vanderdecken? Was Vanderdecken a member of Joy Boy's original crew? Was Vanderdecken, you know, somebody who was supposed to bear the next Poseidon? Because remember, the Poseidon script skipped a generation. And we all think it's due to the royal family. You know what I'm saying? But for all we know, that could be on some like Avatar shit where it's just born in any clan. You feel me? Based on the cycle that appears and shit. So you never know. But yeah, so you know, just throwing that out there. Like if you're gonna introduce the Vanderdecken got Domi Reversi, it introduced the fact that like these fishmen are highly significantly important to the overall plot. Because why the hell would you go out your way to Domi Reversi of Vanderdecken?
Exactly.
You know?
Because there's two families that I feel like started up top.
I just had to crack that egg all the way open. My fault, y'all.
No, you're good. Because look at Hardy Jones. Jones is a major family in One Piece. Yeah, he's out down there looking like a baby Blackbeard. That doesn't make sense either. Now, could these families have ties and hybrids? Because Oda made a big deal about hybrids for some reason.
Is it? Do we know of other Joneses in One Piece? Do we know of other Joneses?
I think
we know Davy Jones, but we also know Hardy Jones, and we knew Hardy Jones before we knew Davy Jones.
But Jones is the first name.
Not so. Jones is the only family name in One Piece that's read the way Americans read it.
It's not a family name though. Davy is the family name.
Right, you're right.
You know what I mean? But
you're right.
I'm gonna let you rock though.
Listen, I've been doing this for like 20 years. I got so many theories mashed together.
That's why if you draw on a parallel, you're all the way there. It's just, you know, the family tie is like, okay, hold on. But the parallel is all the way there.
There's something up with the whole Fishman, Hardy Jones. There's something that happened underground during that first.
I've said this all to. I've told this very same man you debating with. I've told him all of this before. Dizzy, please join the Discord.
Please do.
Please join the Discord.
I gotta get a new phone. My phone's full. I don't got room for another app right now.
I feel it. When you get a chance,
please join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Join the Discord. I feel like we would have a lot of heart to hearts.
Yeah. You're very interesting to get your 2 cents. I would love that.
Listen, I'm a Buggy fan. I'm a Moria fan.
Hey.
I got terrible theories. Let's go.
Listen,
I'm all for that Buggy hype.
Buggy hype.
I think Buggy is a Nefertari descendant, but not from Alabasta, from Amazon Lily.
Dang, he was the only boy born on that land when they sent him out. He was the only boy born there.
Yep.
Or is that you?
I definitely think he's a descendant.
No, wait. I just cooked. You just helped me. You just gave me the final seasoning. Because Gloriosa left with Shaki and Roger in them, but they had to get dropped off at Amazon Lily. They got there and like, hey, yo, for some odd reason, a male was born in this cycle. Can y'all take this little blue-haired nigga out of here?
Yep.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
I'm with it.
All right. Man. Okay, cool. Nah, that's good. Yeah, whenever you do get the app, you definitely want to join Discord because you're spitting.
It's some good coffee, by the way.
Okay, for sure.
Nice.
Coffee too, man.
Stop. Why are you even listening to him?
All right. So I wanted to pull up a couple of videos from the year that we had, legit, just random ones that did pretty well. And whoever was the main person in there should respond and react to the video itself. And let's see. I think this one is Zah's video. That's first. April.
What it is, I don't mind that he doesn't kill people, but he's ruthless in flashbacks. Ruthless as fuck. He blew up on with kids and all that, but you won't kill a motherfucking bird?
Bro, I say this all the time. Nah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong because in the flashback he gets like that. Like, look at Law's flashback. They quarantined his town and then executed them little niggas still. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was like Law escaped out of a pile of dead bodies. That's what he told Doflamingo, bro. He had I ain't gonna lie, that was a hard backstory. That was a really hard backstory. That's what made him my favorite character at that time. Like, it was like, yo, this is kind of hard body, bro. Like Dressrosa was a roller coaster for me. You gave me Sabo, then you gave me all the Law lore, then you gave me Fuji. I'm like, yo, Oda, what you doing, bro? You just want me to buy all your merch? Like, what you...
Goddamn, Ree, you made me. Goddamn, Ree, you made me praise Dressrosa. I'm getting at it.
Yes, you did. Yeah, W Dressrosa. Clip it. Yeah, you gotta clip that. Yeah, that's facts.
I'll put it in the vault.
The end of the clip needs to be him walking off camera where Henry with that face right there. Yep. Despair.
Nah, it's peak. Look, you gotta put that in the peak podcast moments, bro.
Oh
yeah, I got.
That was dope. I got the young in the vid. This nigga's on crying and shit.
What's your thoughts, man? You still hate Dressrosa, bro? Or are you getting over your Dressrosa hate?
I don't hate Dressrosa as much. I see the importance of it, but I would just never watch it again. It just would never. It's not an arc I would ever go back and watch. It took too long. I still think there are parts that just. I'm like. All right, I get it. Like, Rebecca fighting Diamante was too much. Like, I was like, I don't need to see this. I don't need to see this at all.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I'm not even finna tolerate that disrespect. Listen here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Zah. The extent of Rebecca versus Diamante is what made Kiros versus Diamante even hold any weight. So don't do that.
I didn't need that.
And you can continue.
I didn't need Luffy running up them steps. Those steps made by Bartolomeo for like how long? How long were we looking for the key? It was too much. Shorten that up.
In the remake, I do hope they.
That is one of my favorite Luffy's, though. I'm not even gonna front. Lucy was my dude.
Yeah, especially
that's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the length of the goddamn arc was too much. There's literally things I'm like, all right, bro, I don't need to see this.
Yeah, compared to the manga, it definitely was a drag out.
Yeah.
I can't even lie against that.
Like, don't get me wrong, it has.
Rosa, I still won't lie about
it. It has its moments. It introduces Fujitora, introduces Sabo, introduces a lot of good characters. Brings Koala back, but like, dog, it's literally the second longest arc outside of Wano. Like, guys, and I don't remember most of it.
Yeah, I want to say, your hate is not wrong in the sense of like, I know some. Yeah. I know some people who
First of all, L-Back is about to take the cake when it comes to that long.
Hold on, Foolie was in the middle of a point. Trick, hold on.
All I was about to say was, I
better not be the only nigga on restraints tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hold on,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Let Fully get it off.
I mean, it did introduce the Straw Hat Fleet. That's really what I feel the whole setup was
That's
for.
fine.
You know.
I need 2 years of that.
Dizzy, everybody, hold on. Let Fully get it off.
Let Fully go.
Only thing I want to say is the hate for Dressrosa isn't like just the hate for Dressrosa like radiates because people who are like dub only, they had to wait like 2 to 3 years to get through Dressrosa just to get through the dub of it. That's some hatred for people on that end. So I understand like the pacing because dub people, that's a whole experience that I would never want to go through. Of like, I'm watching One Piece, I gotta go through 2 years to get to an arc that people keep telling me sucks.
Yeah, the staggering does throw it off a bit.
Yeah. Especially, that's actually a good point. Dub compared to sub is a little. Dressrosa wasn't redeemed, especially when he goes into Gear 4 in dub. It doesn't give the same effect that it gave in sub. But to me, it's still not bad. It's still goofy like Oda wanted it to be. It's even goofier in dub, but some people don't like how it sounds with it being that goofy.
I will say I'm on my rewatch right now of Dressrosa, and maybe it was just the hype. Excuse me. Maybe it was the hype of watching it the first time, which ranked it so high. But I'm like watching it. I'm just like, man, I don't know. It's not hitting the same way anymore. It's really not. It's still it's a great arc, but it just ain't giving me the feeling I felt the first time. Maybe that's just because I've went so much further through One Piece, and maybe because it was the thrill of it being new.
I can explain that for you, Bree.
All right, hold on. I'm almost done, and you got it, bro. I do think that it was the thrill of it being new, because when I first went through, I had rated it. I mean, it was top 3 arcs for me. Absolutely top 3 arcs. Now, it might squeak in the top 5. I don't know, honestly. And especially with Elbaf and freaking Egghead being out, it might be lucky to get into the top 5. Even I started watching it on One Pace just to see if that would help the pacing, which it does. But I don't know, the content of it just doesn't hit for me no more. I don't know. I think again it was just new. I don't know. All right, you got it.
No, I feel like the sooner people understand this, the better One Piece will digest for them. The action scenes are not going to be what is the staple for you. It's the moments and the emotionals, the emotion that the moments cause. For example, right? Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon is an action scene. Very memorable scene. A lot of people remember that. It's a hype moment everyone calls to. But when you peel back the layers of that scene, you understand the weight of why Luffy is even punching him. You know, everything going on in the arc. Like someone like Luffy finally deciding like, oh no, I'm gonna hit him. You know what I mean? Shout out Zoro, who was about to cut him down prior for no goddamn reason, just because of some nonsense. Neither here nor there. The point is, those moments, even though they're action based, it's the emotion of the moment that holds more weight, other than the fact that, like, for example, Zoro versus Lucci. In the anime, it's action packed. That shit look crazy in the anime. But the moment of that fight don't hold as much weight as Zoro versus Ryuma, or Zoro actually gains something after that fight. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit like that. So I just feel like in general, as a fan base or as individuals, when you understand One Piece is the type of story where it's not the action scenes that's going. The action scenes will be memorable, but it's not the action scenes that's a staple. But it's the significance behind why that's even happening that is the staple. I feel like once you come to that conclusion, you'll still be able to watch Luffy turn Gear 4 and be hype as fuck, because it's the reasoning behind that moment of you realizing like, oh yeah, he been holding back since he popped out in the new world, and you done finally pissed him off, Dofi. You the one that done finally pissed him off to this point. Oh yeah, he's gonna hit you hard as hell. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you view it through that lens, it's still as enjoyable as the first time. That's all.
Okay, so this is what. Okay, so is that you speaking in general, or are you speaking into Za's original point about Dressrosa? Because if you're
In general,
okay, cool.
in general,
I'm about to
I'm
say
speaking in
Za's
general.
point. I'm about
I'm
to say
speaking
because
in
that
general.
in general I
But
can
in
definitely
general,
understand.
that's still in general. Again, Dressrosa falls in my general point, but it was a general.
To Zod's point about Dressrosa is that you're right. You're completely right, Trick. But that's what plays more into Zod's point because they take the emotional moment and they keep showing it to us. We just passed that moment. We don't need a flashback right back to that moment. And they started doing that right after the Kuma flashback, even in Egghead. But they didn't keep that up. That was just for like 1 or 2 episodes. Whereas Dressrosa, they stretched that where you're seeing that the whole arc. You would just show us some stuff with Rebecca, and instead of moving on, or after we have moved on, you would then again show it. You would put it right back in our face, and it's like, dang, we trying to move forward and progress and let the moment sit, but it's hard to let it sit because you keep kind of force feeding it. And I only feel like that was done because they did stretch out the arc of Dressrosa in comparison.
You think that's the only time that was done?
Because the manga wasn't as long as the anime.
Do you think that's the only time that was done?
This whole series.
It's the only time it was done that exaggerated. That's the only time it was done that exaggerated.
I think Momonosuke was more exaggerated.
That is the max. As far as
I think Momonosuke was more exaggerated.
That is the one arc that, to me, I could agree with Za completely, and because it's even proof when you compare the amount of chapters it was to the amount of episodes it was. And they did drag it out because when you go back and watch those episodes, most of the moments that were dragged out were the moments when Soldier Son was backstorying it with Rebecca, and you kept getting flashback to the same scenes, and then they would explain the scene, and then they would still flash back to the scene, and then they would move on to a new scene, and then when they drop that scene, they start picking it up with the new scene that they're doing it with, which I'm not mad at, but they didn't do that for Law. They didn't do that for Law's flashback. They didn't do that for anyone else's deep dive they were going in for. They only did it for.
Did they not do that for Momonosuke to a greater degree? No, to a greater degree.
Not that exaggerated. No. To me, it was way more concise, which is why we enjoyed the Oden flashback and we enjoyed going through. Like, only Gashima was dragged out. Not really dragged out. I would say, to me, it was rushed. He didn't spend enough time on it. I remember he sped up the ending because of Film Red and all this other stuff he had going on and everything. Oda was on a different time schedule. But I argued Wano deserved another year. That was me personally. Wano could have won another year, and I wouldn't have been mad. Some people would have been, but I wouldn't have been because of the amount of time we spent getting lore to Wano. But that's all besides the point. Going back to Zah's point, I get why he was saying it's dragged out, and he doesn't want to completely rewatch it like that. So I'm not mad at that. I know a lot of people that feel that way.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this might be a hot take, and Reed, you could let me get my shit straight. You can clip this if you want to. I think Dressrosa and Skypiea are the best rewatch arcs of all of One Piece. Me personally, I think they're the best rewatch arcs of all of One Piece.
Wow.
Mind you, Sabaody is still my top one, but that you gotta arrive and then get dispersed and then return. That's a whole debacle. But as far as we come there, handle business and leave, I think Skypiea and Dressrosa are one of the best actual.
I can't speak on Dressrosa
arts. I'm gonna let him send
I think that.
I think more so because I really rock with the opening. That Hard Knock Days is a theme anthem for me. That Hard Knock Days is a theme anthem for me. But shout out to
I agree on the Skypiea. Trip, to the point you were saying with the emotional ties instead of the action type part. I agree with Za because of your point, because at the end of the day, when you are feeling that emotion, in Dressrosa, they'll pull you away from the emotion to do like the cut scenes of niggas running through the city, and we gotta start the bird cage.
And then
Like,
they'll try to go right back to the flashback. It's like, bro, you can't do
yeah,
that.
like I'm about to
Move
say, like you
on.
be like, I
Yeah,
agree with Trip,
that's the
but
extent. Okay,
But
Wayne,
see,
that's exactly where I
but
was coming
because
from.
they pull you away
You
from
can't.
those
You
emotional
gotta move
moments
on.
to kind of like, hey, you got to keep coming back to the bird cage, them running through the
Yeah.
city getting destroyed, type shit,
Yeah.
and then
Bro,
now
that's
we're back on this emotional moment, and it's just like, yo, like I
they
don't want you to
pulling
keep
you away
pulling me
from
away
they
from.
pulling you away from that emotional moment and then giving you the birdcage catastrophe so that when Luffy hits Doffy with that, all you do is cage people line. It holds more significant weight.
I ain't
That
gonna lie,
takes away, but that takes
my
away from
final
the
line.
actual. That takes away from the actual writing, because in the manga it wasn't like that. So when you exaggerate it in the anime, you make us feel lackluster about what it actually is. So you have to, if only if you're a true manga fan, will you be understanding of to what they're doing. If you're not a true manga fan and you're just watching it in anime, you're like, yo, why do you keep doing? Okay, I get it. Rebecca don't got a dad. Her dad's
I ain't
killed.
gonna
We
lie,
get
I
it.
wasn't reading
Bro, I've
One
watched
Piece.
this. I've watched this with random people and heard them say like, "Okay, we back to her. Okay, I get it. Is she gonna
And
get
now
a like
here's
now
me.
they starting to think more about her? Is she gonna get a devil fruit?" And it's like, okay, yeah, it's not that hype. B.
God,
It's not that
you
hype because
better
now you're
not.
giving her mad
And
attention for
then
no reason. Like they did
and
it for
then
Bonnie,
here's
but for Bonnie, like I said, it made a little more sense because Bonnie ends up turning into Gear 5. On top of that, moving
right.
forward from that, they did that for one episode in literally they already saw it. And that to me, that's when you could tell when you're doing that. It's a pacing issue. You're trying to fill in the gaps until you get to the next. We know what's coming next episode. You're trying to fill in the gap. The chapter's probably you're trying to get the chapter to run to a certain amount of time. So you're putting in what I call, like I said, the necessary filler. So instead of putting in the necessary cut scene, they're not doing that. They're giving you a piece of that flashback that they just gave you a whole runabout in Puma's flashback again. And it's like, why are you doing that when we just saw all of that? And that's the issue that they have to fix. That's why when they said when they're going seasonal, they're going to try and go chapter for chapter. They're trying to go one off. So if they do any necessary filler, it's going to be just actual cutscenes. I actually think they're trying to get this shit right. So I think that's all Cesar's point. We don't want to see y'all doing that. Like imagine seeing Marineford like that. Like every time you see Ace, it go back into the same flashback that we just saw. No one wants to see that. We got flashbacks to Ace, but every time we got it, it was able to move from the plot point and go forward. Imagine if it kept going back to the same scene we saw. It'd have been like, yo, bro, we get it, bro.
I don't need to imagine anything because at the end of the day, all that shit for Rebecca was simultaneously for Kiros. Let's not act like all this was just for one character.
Yeah, we know.
Hold on, I'm not done. I ain't even done, Nico. You definitely gonna have to let me finish. Now, at the end of the day, all that shit was not just for one character. It was for both Rebecca and Kiros, who were both very important to the plot of Dressrosa. So you could not give us a half-assed Rebecca loop without showing the soldier interaction with it, which is what extends all that. Because a lot of readers, again, they're not as deductive reasoning as us. They're not gonna catch on that the soldier is actually her dad. Not until, again, I always express this. Oda don't want us to realize a lot of things until Luffy realizes it. Some things, not a lot, but some things. So it's like, again, that was meant to be heavy, which is why, again, leading up to the fight with Diamante, even why they stretched her shit out, is because that was going to be Kiros' moment when he finally could. Again, I feel like there's two of the hardest lines in Dressrosa for me. Again, like everyone. The chat can feel how they feel about this. Please, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to read it. I'd like y'all takes on this. If we're gonna go for, we just rated best quotes of the year. You know what I'm saying? My favorite quotes in Dressrosa is Luffy saying Doflamingo's full name because he done actually pissed him off that bad saying Doflamingo's full name after punching Bellamy, and Kiros telling Rebecca to put down that sword. Telling her to put down that sword doesn't hold as much weight without, you know what I mean, what was given to us prior to that. Now, could we have gotten less of it? I'll agree. Yes, we probably could have gotten less. But like, if you're gonna really truly depict a father-daughter relationship to that degree where like in that kind of tragedy happened, would you cut corners? I don't think you would. So I feel like it was necessary and it's fitting. Because again, that drop your sword moment don't hold weight without the stretch of what we know of the backstory.
Wait, so Trip,
yeah.
with less, so you said we could have got less. Would less have affected that in a negative way?
It wouldn't have affected it in a negative way. It's like, so for example, that moment right now is already, it's like a top 2 quote of mine. Mind you, Zoro did what he did to Pika and Dressrosa, and I ain't include that. You feel me? And he said what he said to Pika. You know what I mean? You frog in a fucking whale. He requoted the greatest against that nigga. I didn't even bring that up. The point is, it wouldn't have, without the stretch of the flashback, it, you know, that statement wouldn't have held as much weight, which is why it's like a number 2 quote of that whole arc for me. Without the flashback, like that would have just been like, of course a dad would say that, of course a father would say that for their daughter. But like, cause of the flashback, I've watched this series and read this series so many times. Every time I play that scene, I choke up, and I don't have a child. That's the only way I can express that. I can't express that no further. I have no kids. And every time I watch that scene, I choke the fuck up badly. Because he meant what he said to her behind, drop that fucking sword. I mean it. Yeah. You know, like I just, again, without the flashback, that shit don't hold that much weight. And you know what I mean? That's the only reason why I say that.
For you. Okay, Ree, you can take it, because Wayne asking those 2 questions pretty much proved my whole point.
Yeah, next scene. I want to see what's the next scene.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Hold on, let me get pulled up. Oh, okay. And there.
Gabon about to die climbing Rhea Ripley every fucking night, bro. That motherfucker looks like he is about to pass out.
Nigga, he
This actually is my favorite.
Great life, man.
Yo, I think it's proper Gabon. I think it's proper Gabon is
They call him Mountain Eater and not Mountain King.
Nice.
No.
He loves
I'm about to say he out there eating
I feel like he chose
Title is what got him Ripley.
Like Mountain Eater came
Yo,
about.
Mountain Eater sounds fire as shit. Yo, Mountain Eater.
That's what got him
I
Ripley.
feel like if it was up to the people, he would have been Mountain God. And Scopula, they called that pig and water Mountain God. Call him Mountain Eater.
Yeah, I mean that's what he
Mountain Eater is a fire ass name, bro.
I felt it.
for relationships for sure.
But that motherfucker about to die. He got a 20-year-old kid, a wife who's like kind of a nerd.
Like, damn, everybody ain't gotta die, nigga. Like,
No, I'm saying he about to die. Like that's why that motherfucker hides on the hill and just like, yo, I don't want to be around my fucking family.
Nah, bro, you want everyone to be dead at the end of the story, bro. No one living. Zah, explain yourself, bro.
5-star Zah right here. Zah said some positive. Zah said some positive shit. Zah was like, yeah, Mount, yo. He going crazy. Like, yo,
he gonna die.
About to die.
He gonna die. like, you be giving me backhanded compliments, bro, and you can always tell. Like, oh.
Nah, he was dead ass though. He fell off the sun realm. Yeah, it might be over for him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
What's your thoughts on the Mountain Eater epithet?
It's still a great nickname.
Let me get this right. Let me get this right. You know, I just popped back in. Let me get this right.
Wait, hold up.
No, I can't hold up because them niggas tripped. Y'all tried to violate me behind gooning out earlier. But y'all done heard about Scopper being a Mountain Eater, and then y'all greened out for a hot minute.
Wait.
No, I don't like
whole
that.
clip.
I don't like that shit.
The whole
I don't like that shit.
And I ain't even
don't
say
like
nothing.
that shit. I don't
I
like
ain't even say nothing. I
don't
just
like
read the comment and kept it
I
pushing.
don't like being ridiculed and judged by fellow
You
heathens.
set yourself up, gang.
I hate it.
You set yourself
Not by fellow
reread the
heathens.
screen, bro.
If
I
y'all was some
even
saints, I'd accept it. Y'all is not some saints in here. Y'all heard about
and
Scopper
this,
being a
Well,
man
I'm
beater,
saying
and all
size,
y'all,
so
and all of you, every single last individual on the screen thought they was living vicariously through Scopper. And I'm the goon, and I'm the. Never mind. I'm sorry. Let me go. Let me mute up. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
I don't know about this every single stream person thing.
No, Strawberry, don't say nothing. He just claimed the big gooner title. I don't
First of all, I didn't even give the nickname title. That wasn't even me. I just said it was a good title. First of all, everyone here knows I hated Goon Piece. I hated Goon Piece with a passion. So like that was not me. I just thought that's a fire title. But I still think he should have died. Like, like it is what it is. Like
it's a very fire title. You understand
you,
me?
yeah.
Let me stop. I'm sorry. Let me get out of here. I'm so sorry.
You the goon general, huh?
I mean, that's wild.
Trip said I'm the big gooner.
hold on, Dizzy. What's your thoughts on the Mountain Eater title?
I think it's amazing. I give kudos to Oda for even. I don't even know if he took it the way we're taking it, but I'm like, bro, that was wild.
You have to think about it.
It's with White Gotham.
I think all of Goon Piece was a slight Sanji redemption. A slight Sanji redemption. Because before we saw any Goon Piece, you would have thought Sanji was the only simp out there. Like there was no other pirate in these streets out for the snatchies.
Nah, listen, I ain't gonna let that slide. It's a lot of gentlemen that read One Piece that got mad about Goon Piece and act like they don't switch up over a woman. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna digress before I say something that get me there. But
well,
yes,
it's nice to see someone other than just Sanji. They made it seem like Sanji was the only one on the planet that was out there like that.
And mind you, Roger was way worse than Sanji. He's on. Yeah, I'm like, yo, dog. Whose Pirate King is this? Whose man's is this? Like, hey, you need to get up, like, please.
Nah, listen, no, I ain't letting you say that, Zal. Ain't nobody worse than Sanji. Listen, Sanji saw Perona and said he can't move from the spot he in. No, no one's worse than bro. Bro saw Perona and said, I can't move from this spot. You know what I mean? I can't.
I get it.
Nose is open. No, you can't say no one's worse than
Sanji is the worst, but at least it
Bro,
shows he
yeah.
wasn't the only. That's
Roger
what I like
let
about
Shocky
it.
step on him. Like, I'm like, all right, dog. Like, Roger before he meets Porta, whatever her name is a whole different dude. Like this type of guy who like would like go to women's locker rooms and do stuff there. Like that's how bad he was. I was like, yo, Roger, I need you to cool it down for like 2 seconds.
I ain't gonna lie, Zah, that's slander. That's slander. You don't know Roger
It's
did
not,
that.
yo, it's not slander,
That's
bro.
a false accusation. That's a false accusation. Yo, bro had the race suit. You can't prove that. You can't prove that shit, bro.
Now, could I see Roger and Scopper getting into trouble? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's why
Rayleigh was the only one.
Rayleigh gonna balance it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rayleigh was there to balance it out.
Let's keep it a fact, right? Like, I'm not even gonna say Roger was a simp for real. It's just that Gloriosa had that that certain women have, that no matter who the guy is, no matter what kind of guy he is, like when she walk into the room, he gonna act right. You know what I mean? She just had that to it. So I don't.
You mean Shaggy?
Yeah, I mean Shaggy. My bad. Listen,
no male has shown Gloriosa any.
You need to forgive me for the misquotation of the names. I'm not good with names off this good coffee. You understand
that coffee
me?
must be hitting, bro. That coffee must be hitting. That coffee must be hitting.
I ain't good with names off that. I ain't good with names off that.
Decaf. Anyway, read next one.
I swear to God. Hey, don't cut me off, Zah. What's wrong with you, man? I have to get at you. Crazy. You laughing. I'm gonna have to get at you.
Okay. Hold on.
That sound effect? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh wait, y'all can hear that. My bad.
Yeah, what's going on?
We need this, man.
Assop still is the piece of shit.
Nice.
Yep, I give it a C.
Man.
He's goated, but he said like
Even
once
Usopp
again, he's not goated at all.
understands,
He's not goated at all. That's not goated. That's not goated at all.
There's three perspectives you gotta look at. Okay, mom's sucks. She died. She got sick. Maybe she got left and abandoned. That's tough. Okay, not saying that's great at all. That's an L for Yasopp. Okay, Usopp and Yasopp are living great lives. Usopp had friends. He had a whole crew, right? He had a quote unquote girlfriend. That's what y'all call it. I don't see it that way, but hey, it doesn't matter. He had a friend from a girl that he was able to tell his lies to, and they were happy. He was genuinely happy, and he met someone who knows his pops too. He made it very clear. I look up to my dad. I love my dad. He ain't been around. That's cool with me though, because I know he's a great pirate. He went out to sea. Then he got the confirmation from Luffy, like, yeah, he really liked that. What? You know him? All that put together. Okay. And then we saw that Yasopp really is like that, you know, when he just shot down Barto's ship with a gun. Putting all that together, I think Yasopp is goated. Is he a deadbeat? Yes. But he is probably the best deadbeat in the show because his son actually is okay with him being a deadbeat. He's like, thank you, Dad, for being a deadbeat because you chased your dream. Thank you for not being here. Because if you were here right, you wouldn't be out there. I prefer you to be on the seas because that's better for you and you're happy with that. I'm happy with that. I think in my head, if you're going to be a deadbeat and your kids are okay with it, I don't.
Then you're not a deadbeat.
Then you're not a deadbeat. Mom died, so she's not even taking care of him anymore. She's not even a single parent. She's dead. So he's taking care of himself. And we're gonna keep it a buck. If he's taking care of himself, mom's already out the picture. He's happy with it. Pops is happy. What are we learning about the mom?
I gave you yes. Okay, so if I do some shit today, puts my family in jeopardy. God forbid.
It's a beautiful take. This is a beautiful take.
Yeah.
It's not on me.
Nah, see, I ain't said that. I ain't said that though.
You said it.
You gotta connect the pieces, bro.
Because one person says it's okay, don't make it okay.
No, remember I said mom died. She's not even raising.
But Usopp thinks that. But Usopp thinks that Pops is cool and everything's great, so everything is great.
Yeah.
Look, we say that.
Mom is dead anyway.
IRL. We say that in real life to be okay with our own decision making. Like you've made a bad decision. You need to tell yourself something to go to sleep at night and still be saying your morals and no, that's really what that is. No, Reed, that's really what that is. That's called cope. Because it's okay. So it's okay that don't get me wrong. It's okay because life moves on. Yes, but it's really okay? So we're able to deflect blame and deflect shit that we're supposed to. That's crazy, man.
We're talking about Usopp the liar, bro. If he's saying something that is true to him, it's really true. Ooh, man.
Reed, that's on you. That's on you, Reed. That's on you.
I can't lie to you. That boy Reed kind of went crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
He did. Yes.
So you're saying Usopp is okay because he's gone from Hunter x Hunter?
No, what I'm saying, Usopp is fine because his dad ain't really a deadbeat because his family don't consider him that. Thank you, Traps.
Talk that shit, Traps.
As far as his family concerned, he out there doing what he's supposed to be doing. You feel me? So it's like,
facts.
And this turns into one of those like.
So he's like gone from Hunter x Hunter.
Wait, I didn't say all that. But all that is true. He is a gone from Hunter x Hunter.
So he's gone. Come on, big dog.
No, listen, wait. You gotta hold on. You gotta wait. Hold on. Let's slow down. I'm not being drinking. Bear with it, nigga. I'm gathering my words. You feel me? I'm trying to grasp them out the wind. Now the thing is, yes, he's a Gone from Hunter X Hunter. However, he ain't necessarily hunned down his dad. He's just trying to walk his dad's path. Gon was hunting down his dad.
Wait.
Usopp is trying to walk. You don't gotta wait too long. Hold on. You feel me? Just hold on. He just trying to walk his dad's path and understand his dad's path. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even trying to question it. He just like, my dad was on that. Let me go be on that. He borderline. Usopp is borderline a Baki. I ain't gonna lie to you. He borderline a Baki. If you want to get real with it, like he's borderline a Baki. But I'm gonna digress and let the people who really get into that kind of convo, deal on that. But he borderline a Baki Hanma. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that. But yeah, Usopp, y'all saw not a deadbeat, man. He out there doing what he's supposed to be doing. As far as the important people are concerned. As far as the
I
important
like
people
the
are
Baki
concerned.
comparison a lot, except Baki's a beast, so it's hard to see Usopp and Baki.
It's the mind, it's the mentality of why it's the mentality of why they chose that path in the first place.
Thank you.
That's the only.
All right,
that's
I can see it.
That's the truest comparison. That's the truest comparison.
Okay.
I can see it. I got a question though.
Yeah.
Are we all caught up on the manga?
Yes.
No,
not the latest chapter. Not the latest chapter.
Oh, wait.
I'm not talking 1170. Not talking
Okay,
1170.
yeah, that's fine.
1169.
Yes.
So now we know Shanks was being his double agent and all that good stuff, getting his investigative on the marijuana and being a fake celestial dragon. And we knew he had his squad.
Yeah.
Where was his squad, and why did he not take this moment to check his kid during this time? That's my one question. Because you had Usopp at that time.
There are questions about Shanks.
I have an answer, potentially.
Oh no, go ahead then, Ree.
Well, I think me personally, I think his crew is very interesting. I've had this theory for a while. His crew aren't just regular people. I think they have a little bit of, dare I say, see, Fully already laughing, bro.
Don't be stealing my theory, Ree. Ree, don't steal my theory. Ree, do not steal. Listen, Ree. Listen, Ree. Do not steal my theory. Do not steal my theory and say that that Shanks' crew are Holy Night bastards. Do not steal my theory and say that Shanks' crew are celestial bastards.
We let him talk too much. Ree,
Let Ree go, Trips.
Bro trying to steal my shit, man.
Calm down.
Bro done hit me, man. Bro done hit a lick on me, man. Bro done hit a lick on me, man. Bro done hit a lick on me, man. I can't take that on my back. I can't take that laying on my back.
All right. I guess I'll say this is true.
What was you gonna say, Ree?
Even though I was spitting this theory over a year ago, but it's cool, whatever. And I'll pull the clips because I don't think people believe me, but it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant right now. I think that they might be a little royal. I think their lineage is a little bit special. So maybe they was around, maybe they were even in Marijois hanging out with their celestial families. I think there's something special about them because I do think it was interesting. Like I've said back then, I thought that when Dragon had brought up the Holy Knights, the picture of the silhouette of the Holy Knights, it looked really interesting because it looked legitimately exactly like Shanks's crew. Like I could pick a person to fit every crew member that was inside of the silhouette. When Dragon had brought it up in that little purple background, I at that time was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I really think that this is Shanks's crew. Now it kind of got derailed when Shamrock came into the picture and he's a Holy Knight. I don't know, but just a quick answer, that might be where he is. But you're right, he could have went to go see his son and he didn't. But again, his lack of being there is what inspires Usopp. So I'm not gonna fall. I'm not even gonna blame him for that. That's what drives Usopp to even want to leave his village because he hasn't seen his dad. So that's motivation for my man. I don't want to take that away from him. So I
like that theory. And it's crazy you say that because that one Holy Knight, Maffey, has that one weird laser power like the dude on Shanks's crew.
Howling Gab.
Bruh.
Yep.
You need to join the Discord so bad.
Yo,
I
you
need so bad to join Discord.
I would be remiss if I didn't add on to this in the sense that, again, all of Shanks's crew they have the potential to be celestial bastards. With that being said, that makes Usopp a celestial bastard. I'm gonna digress. I just want to throw that shit out there.
And the Dosen Dada? That's a lot. I mean,
I understand Zoro is about to cut down a celestial. And Luffy flat out punched a celestial. But Usopp sat on one. Just put his ass on that.
He did.
Just put his whole ass on that man. I'm just saying, like.
Usopp could be a celestial. I mean, it all connects to like God Usopp. He's a god.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Respect for Reed for protecting his boy Yasopp. You know, that's his One Piece character. So he has to respect him. He has to protect him. He has to protect him. You guys need to stop it, okay?
Listen, like I said, I get it.
Yasopp,
That don't make it right. I get
it is completely right. Usopp is where he is because of his father. His father laid out the law and he did everything for him. Like,
I can't wait till we all meet up and do a cosplay and read the
See, when y'all use wording like that, Zod, that's when I want to rebuttal and hit. Because that's why I said, like, I get what y'all saying, but you say he laid down the law. He didn't lay nothing down. He ain't laid nothing down. He did. He did his thing as a pirate.
No.
Yes, but as far as he lay down no law, what law did he lay down?
Listen, he needed Usopp to grow to be man. Listen, you know how I do that?
But
Go get milk.
I get that, but he didn't lay down no law. You see the wording you're using? That wasn't done. So when you say things like that,
oh my god,
the debater in me want to debate now, and it's like you can't be saying stuff like that because that's not what he did.
Why are you trying to debate with a young nigga? Nika, why are you trying to debate with a nigga who said laying down the law is leaving to go get milk? Why are you doing this?
You gotta word it right.
He did what he did. He did what he had to do.
I want boy to get it right. You gotta say he paved the way. I'd be like,
he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do.
You know what I'm saying? I get you.
Usopp become a better pirate because of it.
Yeah, I get you on that. Facts.
I mean, One Piece isn't known for its great parenting. It's not. Moms don't make it. Moms just don't make it.
I actually think it shows all types of parenting.
Yeah, King Neptune's a horrible father.
It shows you all angles. It could be a Yasopp or it could be a dragon. It could be it could, you know what I mean. It could be a Kyros or it could be a you know what I'm saying.
You could be a King Neptune involved in life and still be a that bad dad.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It shows different range. It really does. Parenting is crazy. Like parents that overcompensate, parents that will have a dream for their child, parents that you know what I mean. We get a lot of references to like different kinds of dreams, especially like going off Ace and whatnot, Luffy and everything like that. Expectations for your child and whatnot. Like
So with that being said, shout out to all y'all in here raising children. You feel me? Cause
y'all doing y'all thing.
Shout out to y'all. I'm a Yasopp. I'm a straight Yasopp. No kids here.
Can't be me.
That ain't my life yet.
I definitely be a Yasopp, bro. I'd go out for the milk immediately.
Ain't my life yet.
My nieces and nephews give me headaches, nigga. I'm telling you, boy. Shout out to y'all, man. I don't know how y'all.
The milk be a calling.
Videos to go through a lot.
Right.
All right.
Talking about testing. How you gonna test my gangster eating my ice cream? I don't get it.
All right, here we go.
Law's not the pirate today. The trauma that he endured as a kid.
I agree. Look, I agree with that take. Which, by the way, is why I feel like Inu's backstory is going to be one of the craziest because this man is character itself. Like he's got to be built from trauma. Having the magma fruit too, like how hot-headed Ace was, and he had his flame through. Well, this guy's a magnet. Hot as a flame. He should have been even worse than Ace as a kid.
Yes.
He should have been even worse than Ace. You know, like everything that Ace did, he should have those exact same feats as a kid, but take it.
Yeah, he might have seen like his friends and family slaughtered before his eyes type shit. That's what I'm guessing.
Yep. By a pirate.
Couldn't stop, and he said, "I will never be this powerless again." And he became Sakazuki Aka.
Right. Thoughts, bro. Quick thought.
Who me or you?
Anybody.
I agree with your take. Like I always say, what's my thing? TBC. Trauma breeds character. One Piece is built on trauma. If you don't have trauma, you're not going to be that great of a character. Robin Raspberry, your favorite character, is built off of trauma. She's not. I'm just saying. You can say it, hate all you want. Trauma breeds these characters, man.
Facts. Okay.
The Straw Hats is a bunch of orphans.
From trauma, yes.
Yeah, it's undeniable.
No, did trauma breed Luffy?
Yes.
How? What trauma are we talking about?
Remember, he got beat up by the kid. He got the nut. They put the knuckles on and they beat him up. And that's trauma.
Okay, that's a very small snippet.
But here's the thing with Luffy. We only seen him from 5 years on. We don't know his birth, like from 0 to 5, who he was with, what he been through, where he was.
But wait, hold on. In canon, we did have the trauma of him thinking Sabo died for a long period of time, and then the trauma of Ace dying. So to me,
and
that's
Shanks.
more than I'm gonna be fair.
Zoro has a trauma of Kuina dying. That's his trauma.
He was a kid.
Shanks' arm situation, but I don't think we even need to argue that.
Yeah,
I think that's a
great point.
All right. And
almost all the Straw Hats had someone either die or abandon them.
Almost every character in One
Thank
Piece
you.
had some
Thank you. The trauma.
Almost
The
every
trauma.
character in One Piece had some type of traumatic experience. So it ain't even something we should argue. Period.
Yeah.
His trauma is crazy.
Yeah, it's called character carving.
Dean says, I hope there's depth to Akainu. If it's just this is what he was taught and told. And
Nah,
always
it's
believed.
gonna be some real depth. It's gonna be some real.
He'll get a redemption.
I don't really want to.
I don't know about redemption. I think he will get some death to him though.
Before you go, I just want to tell Nico a point. I want to tell Nico a point, and I think you're gonna like this. I think Akainu is gonna be the next one to hit Emo. I've been saying this because I've been watching that dude's video because I've seen it. He said Akainu hates his job. One thing I've noticed is that Akainu before the pre-time skit, he didn't smoke cigars. Post-time skit, he's smoking cigars. You know who he's hanging out with a lot? Smoker. Yo, Smoker is literally his guide in the Wolverines. I think because think about it like this.
Smoker was the first person to call him.
And
get on
yeah, you see?
Yo, Smoker called me wild.
Yes.
And Fuji was like, yo, Saka, so what you want me to do? Like, I'm telling you, yo, Smoker started all this shit.
Smoker is literally his guide in the one because think about it like this. Akainu rolled up on that 5 elders deep, something that Smoker would have done in his own way, and Akainu called all of them out. That's
all the time. Smoker is just Akainu with a heart. That's the way it is.
Yep. But I think Akainu hits next one to hit Emu. I think he pulls a guard. I think his next one hit Emu.
I would say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still one of those people who believe that, like, the two people who will meet will be Luffy and Smoker.
Luffy and Smoker, okay.
I want to be. I just believe Luffy and Smoker will be the two.
It's either gonna be Dragon or Luffy, or Loki and Shirahoshi. If he's looking to end Elbaf,
I'm hoping to Shirahoshi and Loki. I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, that's where my bets is at, the two sovereigns.
or it could be Usopp and Yasop.
No, they don't need to meet. They don't need to meet. Usopp and Yasop don't need to meet.
Yeah,
Usopp don't care about meeting him, and Yasop is scared to meet him. Listen, let's keep that family union to itself.
I'm good on it to Davey back. Until they get Davey back.
All right, no reunion.
Yeah,
Like if he sees him in a hockey be like, oh, that's my dad over there. Like that's cool. Like you don't need to see that man in person.
Usopp ain't earned that. Usopp ain't earned that. He ain't earned
Yo, just
that.
think about that. The two people Oda really is talking about is Usopp and Yasopp. That would be
mind blowing,
crazy, bro. That would be crazy.
Bro.
Yo, there's lore for that, bro. That's crazy.
He'd be like, bro, y'all been waiting for this for like years, right? I'm gonna give it to y'all. Usopp and Yasopp, right? Y'all want that? Oh.
No.
But that could be when he actually levels up, though. So let's not get too crazy. That could be literally all he needs
if
to
they
get the
meet up
confidence from his dad.
If they meet up, I'm telling you, I need that Davy back. Real shit. I'm telling you, I need that Davy back. That's the.
Hey.
I need that because it will be like pressure on them meeting back and whatnot. I would love them to meet each other, but like I need some like pressure with it. And you just can't be like, oh, we're just meeting up. Hey y'all, what's up? High fiving, awkward moment between father and son. No, I need some pressure with this moment.
Yeah, I mean that's when he's gonna find out he's a Mont Blanc. So, yeah, I could dig it.
Usopp needs to do something. Either get bigger pop greens because he's on Elbaf with bigger plants. I'm thinking that's the most logical upgrade that Usopp's gonna get.
I didn't even
bigger pop greens.
Holy shit, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, he could definitely grow. He could definitely be growing stuff while he's on Elbaf.
Yep.
That's fucking A.
All right.
Yeah, if you don't do nothing, you'll get upgrade this arc. He gotta die. Yeah, I hate to say I'm getting back on the bandwagon.
See, I was trying not to go there. See, look, I was trying not to go there. Look, let's move on to the next
Yeah, let's just go on to the next one because we're gonna get into the Usopp needs to die.
That goes to my point, Nika. I was saying this weeks ago. I'm not tripping with the Rayleigh ending up with Shaki, bro. I'm not. I just don't feel it. He moving too funny for me.
But this is why I said it wasn't Shacey. This is how pirates are gonna be. He literally goes. He tells him, "I don't want nobody to feel no type of way. I wasn't even about the wife. I would leave her alone, bro. I don't want it to be weird." He even told him that, like, legit telling him that. That's bro, the Dark King for real, bro.
In my head, my bro is fawning over this chick, bro. I can't end up with her. It just don't feel right. I'm gonna say it now. All my homies watching. Well, I'm married. But if I wasn't married, don't bag the chick I want, even if she don't want me, bro. You can't have her if she wants you. I wanted her first. I'm not gonna hold you. Even if I'm married, you can't have her, bro.
You want to do
it, bro? I'm gonna haunt you after death, bro. You can't have her. Can't have her, bro. Just because I settled and I had a kid with another woman, don't mean I ain't want her for real. That's how it works.
Wait, what?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yo.
He admitted to it. He's one of them. He's one of those.
All right, now listen, y'all. Now listen. I'm gonna say my take on this and disappear. You gotta understand, man. Some gentlemen respect the code, some don't. And unfortunately, it'll be your own dog that don't respect the code. That's still your dog, though. That's still your dog, though. But he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about the code. Like he want what he want. Unfortunately, he want her. Like it is what it is. Unfortunately, some people don't respect the code.
Bro, the code don't exist, bro. It don't exist. I don't care what any nigga say, bro. The code don't exist.
Nah, the code exists. The code exists. It's just niggas that don't. It's just niggas that don't respect the code exist. Niggas that don't respect the code exist. You feel me?
Like, females too.
All y'all niggas say there's a code, but then like you don't know what your code is to another person's code. Like what your
nah, listen. You misunderstand. You misunderstand what I'm saying, Foolie. You misunderstand. You misunderstand what I'm saying, Foolie. I'm gonna get philosophical on this. I'm gonna get philosophical on this. I'm gonna get philosophical on this.
Get philosophical, but trust and believe me, I understand where you're coming from because I understand that higher mind and whatnot. But you can hit me with it. Go ahead, brother. Elaborate. Teach.
The code don't exist until the code is put in place. Now, why is there a code is like a rule? Why is there a rule put in place? Because a nigga done already offended the rule. Why did he offend such rule? Because he already lacks the morals that rule revolves around. He already lacks that.
But moral
You know what I
codes,
mean?
but moral codes depending on like how you're raised and whatnot. That's what I'm saying. Like moral codes is differently, my nigga. Like legitimately, like when it comes to like
Which is why there is always going to be a yin to the yang.
Okay, well,
Which
wait,
is
listen.
the
Okay,
way
but
I,
wait,
the
hold
very
on,
way
wait.
I
Listen.
started. Wait. I gotta end what I'm gonna say, then I'm not gonna say nothing
All
else.
right, all right,
Very
all right.
way I
Go
started it.
ahead, go ahead.
There is always a code. Unfortunately, there is always niggas that don't respect the code. And unfortunately, it be your own niggas. And that's still your dog.
So the code.
Unfortunately.
So the code.
Unfortunately.
So it's a code in your
Wait, just
circle.
for everyone
Like
understand, just to understand, I want y'all to talk about this code, but I want y'all to put it into context of what's going on with Rayleigh, Roger, and Shocky. That's the code to be understood here, because it is a
All right.
pirate code.
Okay.
So
All
this
right.
is how
I got
this
you.
is how the
Now let me
conversation.
go. Now let me do that for you then.
Yeah,
The code
that's
is
what I wanted in the first place.
the code is Shaki is up for grabs. No one has her. She's up for grabs.
Right.
Everybody on the ship want her. She wants one certain individual and has stated her claim to said individual.
Right.
However, quote unquote, she's still up for grabs. So as men, as men,
come on, bro. Say with straight face. Say with straight face, big dog. Come on now. Come on.
Say face. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Oh, remember everything Roger actually did too. Keep my dog in line.
Now, as men, you understand? I can't keep a straight face. Okay? I can't do it. I can't do it. But as men, you understand? At the end of the day, men have this nature to conquer for whatever reason, whatever it is. They want to attain. You know what I mean? They want to, add to their collection. However you want to decipher it or put it, that's just, tweaked out mentality. We ain't gonna get into why Adam ate that fruit. We're not gonna do all that. Now the point is, the code is she's up for grabs. Anybody can get her, but she wants who she wants. But the person that she wants has already stated his stake, like, hey, listen, man, y'all go give it y'all best shot. I know I'm good. Y'all go give it y'all best shot. The fact that he has stated, like, hey, may the best man win, everybody trying to go out there and prove they're the best man. So that code then lies between them as brothers. Like, hey, we already, I said, may the best man win. Go out there and prove you the best man. That's how that works. Now, say Rayleigh confided in Roger and was like, yeah, I'm actively finna fuck around and make a move on that. I'm just thinking about it. And Roger still acted on it. Then he's a scumbag.
Then he broke code.
Then he's a scumbag. However, that was not the conversation that took place. As a matter of fact, what we saw verbatim was how Roger was low-key borderline depressed. And Rayleigh was like, damn, what's going to get this nigga out this funk? You know what I mean? Like, we saw how that played out, man. So, like, I don't see why everybody wants to judge a household until they're in it. Like, we can't judge how that household, how that ship operates. We don't sell that shit. Most individuals don't sell that ship. They don't abide by those laws, those morals, those bonds that created those morals. You know what I mean? It's kind of like deeper and greater on the scale of things when you actually put it. Now, at the end of the day, right? Then you got to put a magnifying glass on it. Man, Rayleigh knows she ain't going nowhere. He got the handwritten note. He got the DM. It's confirmed. Like, bro, that mine. But listen, if y'all won't pay the piper, you know what I mean? If y'all won't go pay I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so sorry.
You're good, bro. Anybody else have a comment on that? No? All right, cool. Okay. Let me man, there's a lot in here. Okay.
I mean, he still cheats on her to this day. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Rayleigh just stayed being Rayleigh no matter what.
But he's
That's
still,
facts.
yeah.
I'm not mad at him for it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Man, listen. At the end of the day, I know that listen, that's mine. But if y'all want to go pay the piper, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, the bar is open. The bar be open. The bar, you can go out there get a drink pulled out for you. You go out there. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right, and let's see what is next. I think this is our boy Izzy.
Rock speaks to me.
Oh yeah,
but you don't understand. You don't understand. Harold knows he has a chance for this. Y'all just believe y'all this.
They'll never be that. They'll never be this guy.
Oh, that's Uncle Bro. That's called Uncle Bucket.
Hold on. Why do we want guess what? When your people were powerful where your people were respected where you where your people's traditions and cultures kept y'all alive, and look, you didn't need it. And this happens to so many people. When you get into this space and you're introduced to all these things that look good and feel good, now you have a need. The moment you need what they're offering you, your chance to take back your independence as a people is gone.
Know why Harold needs it though? He needs it because he needs the connection. Like before, he didn't think connections were important. Now he realized he needs those, and the world government has those connections. So you need.
He doesn't need it. Listen,
the government fears them to this day.
To this motherfucking day.
Without the amount that on their island. Without the amount of firepower that they have. Imagine the power Alabama had back in the day.
Thank you. That's all I've been saying.
They didn't have to assimilate.
Izzy, to your point, we got to see Harold do all this linking up, making connections. He saved his country when people came to feed them on his volition, not the world government. He did that. He could have started his own foundation and could have built on it. Yes, people are fearful of LBAP. It would have been a slow growth, a slow burn. It wouldn't have had just overnight. But anything worth building isn't it worth waiting for, putting in the work for? So I just will never understand why.
Would it not be faster to build it through the world government? Like the world government already. We're gonna start from the ground up. We're gonna start from the ground up. We're gonna start from the ground. Why start from the ground up when you could buy ownership in McDonald's? You can buy
person on here. The reason you start from the ground up is because it's always gonna be yours. It's always going to be yours. When you talk about building generational wealth,
let's go, Izzy.
Businesses in the family, keeping traditions in the family. It's always going to be.
I'm hyping the video too. Exactly.
Yes. If you start at McDonald's, you nobody. You under their thumb. If McDonald's say change this, if McDonald's say change that, guess what, boy? You change it.
Listen, when you want to join the American military, you have to shave off all your facial hair for both. Besides your eyebrows, of course, all your facial hair must go, and you have to cut your dreads off. You need to be naked. That's how they want. And no disrespect to nobody, but I don't ever see that.
Okay. Yo, 10 toes down. In fact, y'all heard me. I'm very consistent.
I'm not even gonna get into the response because
I believe that.
This is gonna be a 20-30 minute conversation.
Exactly.
But I just want to say one thing because I don't agree with Alex. And Alex, I know you're in the comments. I don't agree with what you were saying. But I do want to add one.
I understand. I want to say this too. I understand Harold's perspective, and I'm not taking away from that. But
no, I wasn't even gonna go there.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say that for me, for my clarity, especially now seeing so much more than we did see. Definitely understand his perspective, and I understand where he was coming from and what he was trying to do. I understand the man on a mission, but it could have been a slow burn. You feel me? And I don't know about y'all, but I like my shit to move slow.
I'm gonna say this and it's gonna be quick so I can try to get some other clips. To Alex's point with McDonald's, which he didn't follow up on, which is kind of disappointing. He was actually somewhat cooking with that point. And I know it doesn't sound like it, but okay. I can say as being a restaurant owner in this space, I can tell you, starting something on your own is great in theory, but the chances of succeeding are so incredibly low, it's almost not even worth trying. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
No, you're right. That feeds into Izzy's point, though.
hold on. If you have the money to invest and attach yourself to something that already has a brand name that's already successful, that can give you the blueprints to do this and have success, it makes sense to go down that avenue because that way is almost guaranteed to be successful. Do you have less freedom? Yes, but you almost are guaranteed to be successful on that path versus trying to build it on your own. So I understand why Harold took the McDonald's route, because he wanted to fast track getting his goal to be seen through, because without them, it probably wasn't going to happen. He needed them to print these newspapers to be able to say, yeah, okay, it's coming from the top. The world government saying, yeah, okay, yeah, the Giants are good. All right, I want to trade with them. I want to do these things, which it worked out. Him trying to do that on his own without the help of the world government, it probably doesn't work out that way. And he might still end up getting killed too, honestly, because they still wanted the Giants. So he might have literally gotten killed for nothing. At least he got killed and got his dream at the end of the day. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. That's all I want to say.
I was about to say.
If you had something really quick, Wayne, you could say it. Like really
Mother Caramel helped them by getting baby giants into the Navy, because the Navy those giants started helping people. People started seeing those giants as good things. That could have helped Elbaf at the end of the day, and it could have just stayed there. Still a slow burn, not as fast as joining the world government. That's it.
I don't think so though, because the world government was using them, and they weren't actually. The Giants were getting no benefit out of it, and it was also like you're literally using Oimo and Kashi, lying to them. And they're thinking that Dorian Broggie, are imprisoned, and I get where you're going, but I don't think
that would have happened either way.
That's true. That's true. Fair. But what I'm saying is Harold taking that step was to the overall benefit of the Giants, because at least was that 14 years since he died, or no? Was that 14 years since he died?
Yeah,
I think it was about 14 years. They had nothing going on negatively until Shamrock and Gunko pulled up. They didn't have a king, but they were chilling. They had a school. It was peaceful. What he sought out to do worked for 14 years. Like it or not. Yes, Fooly.
My only thing is that you like it's a kind of a side thing. Y'all bringing this up does make my mind wondering, since like going to the timeline, Harold was away like doing like parsonages and whatnot, trying to make connections with other nations and whatnot, everything like that. Mother Caramel was there and everything like that, and Big Mom and everything like that, and she saved the town and everything like that. You know what I mean? Why didn't we get like a little bit of that in the flashback at all? Like him like having like a response to that.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like because we get a little bit of him like looking at Loki when he comes back, being like, especially when he died. We get some context of like him coming back and whatnot, or like him being away and whatnot, so we know that he does eventually come back and whatnot. And like the whole thing with the whole, we get told that other people are born at the same time. That's just one thing that comes to my mind I'm curious about, and I hope that we do get something about, because that is very interesting. That's with the whole like you believe in Big Mom's going to come back and whatnot. That is like a very interesting thing that I do hope that we get circled the dot.
I think that's just plot points. He don't want to open up at this point, right now. You know what I mean? Because the main purpose of the flashback was for us to understand King Harold as a character, what happened to him, and Loki. Now, if this was an Elbaf history flashback, I'd be all with you as to why the fuck we didn't see that. But that's not what this was. So I understand how just even including her and like including a response to what Big Mom had and Mother Caramel had going on in the flashback, it would have just opened up a conversation that wasn't meant to be had for this flashback. You know what I mean? So I can understand why that was just left out. Now, as far as the timeline goes, you would have to be someone who is good at like piecing up the timelines and shit. I don't take the time to do that, but I imagine when the Mother Caramel and Big Mom stuff is going on, and in when the Mother Caramel and Lillian stuff is going on, that Harold is off the island. By the time he comes back, it's been dealt with. So if it's been dealt with, there is no real response for him to have to something that has already been dealt with, other than for him to continue doing what he is doing. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't. Again, I agree that it is something that could have been like touched upon, but there are many things in Elbaf that could have been touched upon during this flashback. I think the Mother Caramel stuff is a like it stands alone on its own to where it doesn't need to be touched on in this.
Yeah, this covers for another day. We got like a couple more. We got more clips to go through.
Hopefully, I could do like two more, because I know we're about to hit that 3-hour mark. I don't even know which ones to pick. I thought I would have more time.
We could always go over like 10 minutes. We could always go over like 10 minutes or so.
Okay. All right. Were you gonna say something, Strawberry?
Bro, I ain't got work tomorrow, bro. Go do it.
No, I was just gonna say there. You know, this always happens when there's a lot of people on stream. So you know, I'll keep the rest of that comment to myself.
All right. Here, I got this one right here. Hold on. All right. I think this is a Zod clip too.
Usopp, it makes sense because Elbaf. I think that's how he gets his masters out of whatever they're in right now. I think that's what it plays into the story for Usopp to get conquest. They've been into that issue for a minute. That's Will. Same thing with how he did Sugar. That's Will. Like, yo, they're literally setting it up for Usopp to get Conqueror's Haki. You have to think about it like this.
I do think he can get it, but I don't think he's gonna like flex it like everyone.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
I think it'll be like that one moment, kind of like Luffy at Marineford, like where he just knocked everyone out. He didn't know how or what. He didn't even notice it. He just kept it moving. Like I think that's how it is, and everyone around will be like, "Wait, was that Usopp?"
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it'll be one of those things.
I think that's gonna be his brave words. Yeah, like Usopp will awaken in the most Usopp way of all time. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's an Usopp way to do it. He already lied about it. That's all I'm saying.
Odds, bro. Is he gonna do it? Is he actually gonna do it?
I still stick to the point. He will unlock it in the most Usopp way of all time and not know he did it.
Dizzy, thoughts? I'm curious. Is he getting Conquerors in Elbaf?
Yeah, man, he is.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not, bro. He's not.
If he doesn't get it here, he's never getting it.
I don't think he's getting it. I think he's gonna get the point of all things.
I think Elbaf is the Usopp cutoff. Like if he don't level up here, then it's not happening.
Voice of all things doesn't fit him fully.
I think the voice of all things fit Usopp in such a Usopp ass way.
Okay. Valdoni said Usopp getting Conquerors and the
Yeah, Mama, no, that's my boy. See, that's my boy. That's my boy, bro. You know.
I forgot.
Yo, go Trips.
My boy Trips got it.
I can't talk on that one right now. I can't talk on the hammers.
Exactly.
I can't talk on the hammer.
Exactly. Tread lightly.
I'm very heavy on Sanji unlocking Conquerors through the concept of love conquers all. I'm heavy on that. I'm big on Sanji getting Conquerors behind that concept. Because love truly does conquer all for all the lovers out there. I'm heartbroken right now, so fuck that shit.
Boy.
But in Usopp's case, I think conquering fear would be a good way for him to just have a Conqueror's Haki panel. Just conquering his fear. It doesn't need to be a battle feat. It does not need to be a battle feat whatsoever.
Just needs to be brave.
He just needs to conquer his fear in a moment where he conquers that fear, like there's a spurt of black lightning that lets whoever he's dealing with know, yeah, he ain't on bullshit right now. Like he liable to fuck you the fuck up. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I say that. And I say that to say, like, come the end of the series, Usopp can be a conqueror and not a realized conqueror like Luffy or Zoro or something.
There you go.
He can still be a conqueror. Like, for all intent and purposes, I know Ree is with me on this. Nami is a conqueror. She's just not a realized conqueror. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said what the fuck I said. She got the black lightning drawn before Usopp. She got black lightning drawn on her before Usopp and Sanji. I want y'all to take note of that.
You did. She did.
That's volume 1 hype. That's volume 1 hype. A lot of people don't even understand the depth of that. If you ain't on the cover of volume 1, you'll never get it. You know what I mean? However, that's volume 1 hype. So with that being said, you know, like Usopp liable to also, like, you know, just be a conqueror, but not a fully realized conqueror come end the series. But still able to, like, you know, have his moments where there's black lightning shooting out and even he don't know what the fuck going on. You feel me?
Facts. I love it. Okay. Golly, man. What do we? Ooh. Oh, Baldoni said you spitting, Trip.
I ain't gonna lie. If you gonna play another clip, I ain't gonna say nothing.
If you got, you're good. You got, just if you got something real quick, you got it.
I was just gonna. I'm usually a Usopp hater a little bit, but what if he's already in his Conqueror's hockey, Usopp Conqueror's bag already? Only reason I say that is because one, the man is held up as God Usopp, as somebody was saying earlier. He technically has the opposite of Conquerors, where all these people are gathering under your name instead of passing out. They gather under your name already. I'm about to say you're telling lies that are. You're telling lies that are becoming truths type shit. Like, what if he's already, you know, somewhat in that bag as far as conquerors?
You're correct, though, Ree. Yeah, I say Ree. My bad, Wayne. You're correct, though, Wayne. It's just that it hasn't come full circle for him yet. So he's on his path. It just ain't like met the other end. Like the head ain't met the tail yet. You know what I mean? And the head meeting the tail for me would be him just truly standing on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm no longer lying about this shit. I mean this shit. I really got a grand fleet behind me and they're going to obey every word. And like, I stand on the fact that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I command those niggas. I stand on the fact that, like, if you touch one of my crewmates, I will die before I see you leave this island. Like, I stand on that. You know what I mean? Like, until he stands on his epithet, until he stands on his given lore, you know, through the eyes of his fans, until he truly. I always go back to the moment where he came back for the Tontadas in Dressrosa. One of my favorite moments in Dressrosa. It'll be a moment like that where he's coming back to stand on business and he unlocks his conquerors.
Oh wait, was that it?
Yeah, that was it for me.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm actually gonna play 2 more clips and I'm done because I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you have to wake Nika up. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, this is Nika's clip. He gonna wake up when he is.
I'm up. I've been listening to that the whole time. I ain't saying nothing new. I just been waiting the whole time. Whether it's in the past, whether it's on accident, whatever. They help destroy, even if they're ops. Look at Caribou. He has an X. He helped us. Now he's going to Blackbeard. Drake. DX Drake. X. You know what I mean? Wano. He switched up. He helped us. Kobe has an X on his head. We know what time Kobe's on. VV put the X back in the newspaper just to let niggas know. You feel me, gang? Like every time we see an X in One Piece, you go look up. Well, I don't care if it's an eye. I promise you, he did something in that art to help the Straw Hats, even if he folded in his last moment. The X symbolism is real. And Jupiter, if you look at him, he's the only Gorosei that got no lore. He's not the Bokotsu, the Itsumare, or the Fangshi, or the Yuki. He's just the sand one. He might just be talking too much. I think that's going to be his issue. Because the X is not even a scar. The X is his mouth.
Also, an X that you didn't mention is also Fujitora.
If they have an X on them, they're going to help this Straw Hat. X marks the spot, and Luffy got one on his chest.
Okay.
Nika, bro.
You turned out to be really right with that one. Emmett had that big old X on his arm.
Facts. You're muted. You're muted, Nika.
I won't say I turned out to be right just yet, but I will say I think I'm still hot on the trail for it. So,
Does Light Admiral have an X?
Kizaru, no.
Okay.
No.
Nah, Kizaru got an X on him. Not that we know of.
Katakuri?
You understand? The X ain't exclusive to like if you got the X, you help the Straw Hats. However, if you got the X, you're most likely to do something to help the Straw Hats. Kizaru involved in the whole Nika dance. He don't gotta don the X to help us. He's been involved in the Nika dance. He don't need the X to help us.
He fed Luffy, man.
Facts. Okay, where is that one? Oh, where is okay? Oh my god, I clipped it. Oh my god, where is that at? If I have to, sorry, there's one I really, really want to play, and I gotta find it.
Oh yeah, go for it, man. So I'm about to say just a little quick while
Yeah,
Reed's
you're
looking at this
good.
clip.
You're good.
The Shanks arm theory thing. Come on, somebody.
What's up? What
Right,
you got?
like it's just
What
not
you got?
crazy. It's just not crazy.
What you
No,
got?
I don't.
What
I
you
don't
got?
got. I don't got nothing. I'm late to the party. I'm late. We're very late to this. But
So what you bring to the party, nigga?
I bring the excitement of like, damn, like really, bro? You let your arm go to a fucking a motherfucking Sea King on purpose type shit, so you can get rid of the branding and everything. Like for real, that's how far we gotta go. You don't just let it bite off the look, let it bite off the flesh. What the brand is, the whole arm. Like damn.
Yeah, why he ain't tell me?
All right, now I'm gonna get at you with a split-second decision thinking, mind frame. Upon you realizing what these motherfuckers are and what you're actually saving in that moment, do you really like, oh, my tattoo that I don't give a fuck about? Really? Like, come on, dog. Oh, my tattoo I don't give a fuck about. Let me know. He don't care about it, which is why he was even able to go the lengths he went to save Luffy, because he don't care about his own actual status as a whatever the fuck they deem him to be. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I thought he did that because if they go fight him in the end, Emo can't take him back over once he's within range of him. So he got rid of it.
I won't say that he did that because of that. I think that's just a natural byproduct.
Like a
because
benefit.
ultimately, I'm looking at that, what went on in that scene, like no matter what his ultimate goal and desire was to save Luffy no matter the cost. So him losing the arm, the ramifications that came from that, oh, this is low-key an added benefit. Like I already wasn't even fucking with these people, and I was thinking of how to get this marker root removed from me. Oh, well, I guess the arm leaving, it's one of those things that's like the outcome serves a greater purpose for your mission, but that wasn't necessarily what you were shooting for in the long run or in hindsight. You know what I'm saying?
He got a 2-for-1.
He got a 2-for-1 in there. You know what I'm saying? And again, when you as someone like Shanks putting the magnifying glass on all of that, it makes all the more sense for you to get a Straw Hat to Luffy. Like this, how could why did I even do that for you? I've gone out the way for a lot of people, but like I went to that length for you. Like, what was it that made me do that for you? You know what I mean? So yeah.
I mean,
but to answer you, like I think it's just ultimately like, again, in that moment, in that very moment, like it's like, oh, again, I hate to say it again, but it's like, oh, this tattoo I don't give a fuck about compared to this kid who just reminded me of my late pops. Rest in peace, Roger. You know what I mean? Like it's a no-brainer at that point. I don't think he thought too much about it. You know what I mean? Which is what makes certain actions in fate what they are, because you're not thinking too much about it. It's what you would do immediately, no matter any given circumstances. You know what I mean? So
I just disagree with the fact that you say that he doesn't care about that mark. He has to care about it enough to think about it and to get rid of it. Because if you just sit there and don't care, then it didn't matter which arm you lost. It didn't matter if you lost your leg. You could have lost your leg at that moment. It didn't. If you don't care, then any one of my limbs could have been gone, and I just don't care. But I have this one limb, which, if you believe this about tattoos or markings or anything like that, they go deeper than the surface. Yes, you have to get rid of the entire arm because it's not just where the marking is, which I understood. Oh, well, Wayne, you said, oh, just take that little piece of flesh. No, those markings can go down to the bone. You have to get rid of every single piece of it. There are no pieces left behind. But I just don't agree with Trip saying that he just didn't care about the mark, because you kind of have to care. You got it. Went that far. So
you're misinterpreting me. I'm not saying he didn't care about the mark, but I definitely said the mark I don't care about. I definitely said that verbatim. That is a quote. You can quote me on that. However, the meaning behind what I'm saying is, compared to Luffy, he don't care about that mark more than Luffy. So he was not going
at the end, because you reiterated not caring about it several different times, and it wasn't in comparison to Luffy. You were saying he didn't care about it.
Compared to Luffy, compared to something he actually cares about. Mind you, he got the mark because he was trying to fit in, infiltrate, whatever the case may be, find out something. Luffy is someone he genuinely garnered interest in and took intention behind. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, compared to Luffy, like the mark holds no significance compared to Luffy at that time, and which is why he made the decision to sacrifice that arm. Compared to Luffy, this shit is inconsequential.
I want to add something real quick. Before you go, Raspberry, I want to add something real quick.
You don't behave like Alex over it. You know what I mean?
No. I was gonna say Wayne has been crocheting for the whole freaking stream, and I gotta give that motherfucker credit. That motherfucker hasn't broke concentration not one time. That motherfucker has been crocheting, not stopping. Yo, I'm like,
I have been watching that the whole time.
I thought it was just me. He's crocheting. Yeah, he's crocheting.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't want to call. I ain't say
I'm behind.
Like listen.
I respect the needlework.
That's 100, Zach. That's 100.
We can talk about One Piece all day, but I saw the crocheting, bro. I was like, yo, we crocheting 1-on-1. Like
Hey, Wayne, don't let nobody play with you either. They ask you what you crochet and say a bigger duffel bag. You heard me?
There you go. Respect.
You laughing? I'm dead ass, nigga. For real.
I'm working on the bag.
A bigger duffel bag. You feel me? A bigger duffel bag. I gotta make it.
Refound the clip.
The clip I'm actually trying to find, I don't know where it is. I know, excuse me, I know I edited it. It's literally me and Nika going blow for blow, pause.
Crazy.
I can't find it. I literally cannot find. I don't know if I posted
it's not a pause moment.
That was crazy.
That's literally one of my
Wayne. That's the second time he did that this stream.
Hey,
it's PTSD. It's because usually I'll be like, "Whoa, hey yo," you know.
I do need a shout. I do need to point out how like the culture and the generation is wild. Because again, a phrase like that just simply meant two fighters going at it, pound for pound, blow for blow, equal exchange.
Yeah,
Now
earlier,
everybody gooned out, bro. Like, like everybody gooned out.
Earlier you said something, he off them. Pause. I was like, what? That's off them is an assassination term.
Listen.
Hey, man.
Cameron and Mace have ruined this generation, bro. Like, you gotta understand it. Like, Cam and Mace, they ruined it. Like,
I won't even say them. It's not them, bro. It's the younger generation that they're trying to connect to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're trying to connect. This is not slang that they use, but they understand the younger generation that they're trying to continue to influence.
Bro,
you know, relate to this
I get
language.
what you're trying to say. Nah, but I use AO pause with my high schoolers, and they look at me like I'm old. They're like, "Yo, Zai, you pushing 80? Why are you using AO pause?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute."
Now I found the clip.
Okay, there you go.
Okay,
But before you play the clip, Zah, next time they say that, ask them. So what you said ain't gay?
Probably lose his job right there.
Okay, I don't know what's happening here. I'm just gonna.
You're over time. That's what it is.
People get loopy after 3 hours.
Mhm.
All right, hold on. Let me share this up.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we're
If I lose, y'all, my battery's dying, but I'm on the screen, so.
All right, you're good. This is it, and then we're out of here. Y'all tweet
One arm for a long time. He has had to find ways to compensate for that lost arm. He's had to work on his Kempo, one-armed sword style. He's had many years to perfect that. And he's had to work on other aspects of his bag, like his hockey. You've got to focus on other pieces. It's not like arms lost, he's not as strong. No, because there's other factors that make up for that. Man's had 12 years to work one-armed. You mean to tell me he can't compensate?
Mihawk looks at him and says, "I'm not fighting a one-arm has-been." It means if you can't clash with me with them two hands, we not doing it because you are not him no more without the hands. You need two hands, bro. No one is better without the other arm. Shanks could be top 1. He could be number 0 on a scale of 1 to 10. He could be him. But if you give him his arm back, he becomes even more than him. Not saying Shanks isn't an adequate combatant. You can be an adequate combatant with one hand. Rock proves it. But when I put the wife and child down, I put 2 hands on the sword, now you're on the floor like this. With blood leaking out your mouth. Because 2 hands matters, bro.
Okay. That's what I have to end it. I have too many clips to pick.
I'm not even gonna say nothing other than shout out Kenpachi. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about this topic here.
I ain't seen
Shout
Bleach,
out
so I
Zaraki,
can't.
man. Shout out Zaraki, man. That Kendo series.
To my point. That's just don't even take
I ain't seen Bleach, so I can't say nothing. All right, man. Dizzy, thank you. First stream, you literally subbed last Friday, jumped on here on Monday. Shout out to you. Definitely, whenever you get space, you need to join the Discord. Because the takes are great. Your theories are not trash. I think you're being way too hard on yourself. But this is fun. This is fun. I think the next stream will be Monday. There might be one for the end of the year. I don't know. I might literally just press the live button for all I know. But either way. Okay, man.
Well, I thank y'all. Y'all are dope.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate
Good meeting you. Do
Thanks
you
for
have
hopping
a?
on.
Can you on my Instagram page? Can you just find me and send me a message? Because when I clip videos, I'm gonna tag you on Instagram. If you have an Instagram, I don't know. If
Oh,
you
of
do.
course. Got you.
Okay, yeah, it's the Straya Podcast on Instagram, just so I can know who to tag when I do clip. Because some of these will be clipped. Because you had a couple of good points.
Cool, cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Appreciate y'all, man. If I don't see you for the year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a good one. Good stream. I'll catch y'all whenever I go live again. If not, at least Monday. Peace.
All right. Bye.